stop, don't wait for her to kill you. Don't wait for her to kill you. Don't wait for it to stop. It won't ever stop. It won't ever stop. Don't go round in endless worries. Your lack of faith makes you go under. Don't go round in endless worries. Just gather your senses and never let her. Don't go round in endless worries. Your lack of faith makes you go under. Don't go round in endless worries. Just gather your senses and never let her. Wait, stop, rethink what someone did. Stop, don't wait till she's killed you. Don't wait till she's killed you. Don't wait for it to stop. We don't have much time. Running out of time. Don't go round in endless worries. Your lack of faith makes you go under. Don't you let her take your life. Just gather your senses and never let her. Don't go round in endless worries. Your lack of faith makes you go under. Don't go round in endless worries. Just gather your senses and never let her. Wait, stop, rethink what went wrong. Stop.
Stop it. Good evening, friends. Welcome back to Roleplaying Unlimited, presenting Stu Crew as we kick off the second half of our the second half of our week 20 here at the Coalescence here at Roleplaying Unlimited. I'm your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live ahead by a century, and disappointing you is getting me down. It's a long weekend for those of us here in the US of A, for most of us anyway. Some of us might have to work tomorrow on Memorial Day, but for those of us who do not, happy long weekend to you, and thanks for joining us for a little TTRPG here at RU. Let's go say hello to everybody in the voice chat. What is these? I see. Alright.
What's about to happen is going to be hard to watch.
Wait, what? We're missing somebody.
Hey, Daniel.
Woo. Hello, everybody. What's
Daniel?
happening?
What are we missing?
I'm here. I just got here.
Who are we missing?
Well,
We're missing-
Tobashi is one of them.
We're missing Ballard.
Oh, well, wait a minute.
That is?
No wonder,
We are
yeah.
missing Ballard. Oh my
No wonder it
God.
was so quiet when I got here.
No!
Well, alright, welcome back, friends. Good to see you all. Hope you've had a great weekend so far. Hope you've got a long one ahead of you. Another day off tomorrow.
I just sent him a message. Hopefully he catches that and comes in.
Cool. And we are going to change our game title here from the Eucorian Wastes to the Fiendish Nexus. Our table here being the most recent to approach their Nexus event. We haven't quite discovered it yet in-game, but that will be imminent during tonight's activities. So welcome back. And let's jump back to where we last left off 2 weeks ago. Get Jax back here into the action. Now that he can
You mean returning us to the smackdown at the scrapyard?
Yeah, now that we can return Jax from the Tunnel of Safetitude. He sees that all is quiet and calm here at the Eucorian Gateway. Looks like both of our Excite bikes have been smashed a bit and are now sitting precariously on their sides in the dirt ahead, but there are no signs of any combat. So we are in free move mode right here. Feel free to take it away, scoot around, do what you gotta do. I don't think we took any survivors, huh? Aside from the captives in the spiky bus, which they're hopefully not anybody that we need to worry about. Hopefully they are as grateful in authenticity as they appear to be as they begin filing off the bus. The first two elven girls step out and are all hugs and glee as they make way for Santiago, who gets to the bottom of the stairs and he just looks at the three of you gathered here. Do any of you have anything to eat? I'm starving.
Xavier will reach into his pouch and he'll pull out some rations for him. It's not much, but here.
Is that dried fruit and jerky? I love dried fruit and jerky.
Xavier smiles.
He
Well,
grabs it.
Then you met the right people.
He grabs it and takes it like a dog who hasn't had a meal in a few days, takes it around the side of it over here in private.
I'll ask the two ladies that came off, do you guys need food as well?
They smile and chitter a little bit between the two of them, conversing in Elven before responding in Common. We're quite fine right now. We are a bit hungry, but not as much as he was.
What they say in Elven?
They were saying he hasn't been able to stop talking about food this entire time.
Okay.
And the two older gentlemen who step off of the bus, unfortunately this guy is bereft of his shotgun currently, but he would love to get it back. And likewise, our guy here is missing his iconic hat. So the two of them step forth and look at those of you gathered.
The
That
one
is
guy looks like Tommy Chong. I'm
a
so
little
sorry.
bit. Yeah, 87 years old yesterday I saw. Happy birthday, Tommy Chong. That was a mighty kind thing you folks did there, ridding this outpost of those raiders. I don't suppose your act of kindness is without any expectation?
No
No,
expectation
no,
other than trading.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think we actually had knowledge of you guys being here.
Well, we did, but I think that they were the original members of this outpost that we were supposed to come and meet. And
That would make more sense.
I think that was a pack of raiders that maybe captured them and tried to pretend they were in charge of the outpost.
Yeah,
You've
I
got
can't
the
say I
truth
was-
of it.
I can't say that I was too happy when they told me to go to my knees.
Are you all right? Do you need anything? Some healing?
What was that, Rala?
I don't think anyone was particularly too happy with the stripping part, honestly.
That raider girl didn't take too kindly to my tentacles either, though. So
Oh, this poor girl.
you
Alrighty.
thought you were gonna get a chance to use her? Nope.
The survivors decline any offers of healing. They don't appear to be roughed up too bad. There's some obvious signs of them being handled none too kindly, but none of them were tortured. They weren't even chained up inside the bus. It was literally just, you're in the bus and we're going to chain the door. And it looks like they've been in here, it sounds like, also from their conversation, probably the better part of a day, so it's not like they've been languishing in here for weeks on end, just like, oh god, nobody knows. Hey, thanks for the cheer there in Twitchland, John Banks. Woo woo woo!
So we were sent here by a town, or from the town of, out of character, what was the name of that town again?
Baba Booey. Fafafuhai.
Alright, anyway, I say the name of the town that we were sent over from. They said that you might have some fuel that we might be able to barter for to make our trip to Las Vegas.
Aye, yeah, barter and trade. You kind folks set us free. We can certainly make that accommodation for you. You must be talking about those folks up the road in Artesia. They still doing all right?
Yes,
They
they're
had
doing
some-
much better. They're doing much better now, at least.
Yeah, they had some issues with some undead, but we helped clear them out, and they provided us with some special suits for our trek ahead and a few vehicles there, as I kind of wave over at my poor bike and
The mic bike.
Sonic. And then I just say to them, I'm like, so they told us to come here and seek you out. I'm glad we got here when we did to help you against these raiders, but
Yeah, your
What
intervention
happened?
was quite timely. That does bear the hallmark of Shetson's work right there. Those bikes especially. All right. So you're in need of fuel. Anything else? We're kind of slim pickings around here, but I don't think I'd be able to convince anybody that fuel is something we're short on. As he gestures around at the massive tanks behind him.
That's just a small question about someone. Have you happened to see someone that is about the same species as I am, just brown and, well,
A brown bird?
Yes.
Was it a man? What was that guy's name? He came through here maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
Eric?
Eric, yeah. He pretty insistent feller too. Took off out into the wastes without any radioactivity protection whatsoever. I mean, we tried to warn him against it. Told him he wasn't gonna last too long out there. But I mean, some people got a mind of their own and can't do nothing to stop them.
What? Why?
That's a damn good question. We tried to figure out the same. He came here long enough to get a meal and a day's worth of water and some scraps, and then he was on his way. Didn't give much info as far as where he come from or where he's planning on heading out. Definitely thought somebody'd be coming inquiring after him, though. Seemed like he was in a bit of a panicked state, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody's after him.
well, that doesn't sound very good.
Is he underestimating this world's accuracy here? Or there has to be a reason why Eric just went out without wearing the suit. Since he was the one who took it, but Rala just keeps on pondering to herself.
One of the girls responds, "We told him how dangerous it was out there, and he said that he would just fly over the toxic land, and we tried to explain that the very air was poisonous as well. It's as if he was possessed by something that wouldn't allow him to sit still." And of course, any of our characters who can regenerate, you can go up to full there, i.e. Ballard.
Wait, does Nia get protection against radioactive poisoning?
Well, either way, yes, fuel is what we're actually after. We're on our way to Las Vegas.
Well, that is a damn long ways away from here, or it's a lot closer than it used to be. If you listen to the rumors of some of the passerby come through here. It's, any way you slice it, it's west. It's just used to be more north by northwest than a direct shot west. Anymore, it sounds like folks are heading more southwest to get old lost wages. And there was a Las Vegas here in these parts, but the one you're talking about, that's the, as they called it, old Sin City. Gambling, casinos, all manner of nefarious folk. We ain't heard hide nor hair out of anything coming from there in years. Everybody just assumed that city was destroyed. Now all of a sudden in the last few weeks, you're probably about the 5th or 6th person I've heard mention it.
Have you heard the name Strahd?
That's
Now you done and get to it.
that's about the 5th or 6th time somebody said that name as well. Is your character trained in mechanics? If not, reparations on that bike, repairs on that bike are not going to be easy.
Nope.
Or possible, even.
Can
So
mending?
now, I don't have mechanics,
Can I
but I
fix it
have
with
been
my
studying.
playing cards proficiency?
I
Can
have been
mending
studying
work?
Mending would not work on complex mechanics. It's not as simple as just a tear or a break like a mend could repair.
I had been doing a lot of reading on the auto mechanics and chemistry. Would that help me if I wanted to try and repair it?
Possibly. The first thing that you would know in that respect is how many days do you want to sit here and try to work on these bikes without possibly the right tools and the right parts to repair them with. It's not as simple as our usual magical solutions. That's broke. Simsalabim, and everything is all fixed up. Material, somatic, verbal component.
True. That would be a difficult thing to replicate those parts if needed.
Yes, indeed. The vehicles are still operational. I mean, thankfully the Radmobile hasn't taken a whole lot of damage. Most of that is superfluous to the armor itself. A mend or two might be able to restore some of that damage, but as far as the bikes are concerned, they got like physically run over, smashed, and like pushed out into this spot. Their damage is pretty much entirely mechanical. What superficial damage, dents and what have you, you could repair. Mending would be able to help in that respect, but that has no effect on the health bar of the vehicle.
In terms of the survivors, who's been taking point, like, sort of like the pseudo leader of them?
It seems to be between Lloyd and Terrence. They are the two speaking the most.
I'll kind of just, like, turn my head between the two of them and just be like, well, our bikes sort of got, took damage as collateral for this, battle. Would there be anything you guys could do to help us out? Like, fix them possibly, or... You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What?
Oh my god.
You gotta be fucking joking me. Dude, they don't even know what motorcycles are.
What? Holy moly. Well, I got good news and bad news for you, friend. If I had the right toolkit and the right parts to repair those vehicles, I could see it done inside of an afternoon, a few hours tops. Bad news, I ain't got those parts, and my tools I ain't seen in weeks. Not sure if they got stolen, misplaced. I've been checking around this scrapyard under every rock and inside every crevice. I ain't found even a wrench.
That seems kind of odd.
You're telling me. I don't want to shine blame where it's not due, but they did go missing right around the time that brown bird guy came through here. I got no evidence, I got no suspicions even, just interesting coinkydink.
Raleigh would just stay silent.
Any of you guys got any use for? Let me show you over here. We got a few items that might serve you good out there in the wastes. They start stepping over in this direction while the elves go and check on Santiago and make sure he is satiated from his dried fruit and meats.
Oh, is that what they call it nowadays?
Yeah. I'm gonna step over here into the scrapyard. Mind your step there past the old spiky mobile. Don't cut yourself. It's a little rusty, intentionally so.
Ballard will purposely drag himself through them.
That. Got a rifle here. Any of you got use for it? It's been used a few times, but what you gonna do? Got a suit here of bulletproof armor. That'll do you good if any of you got use for it. Mechanically, it is actually Beskar chainmail, so it is chainmail that makes you immune to critical strikes.
Oh, I don't need
And
that
lightsabers?
Doesn't make you immune to lightsabers. And some toxic grenades. The first time any of our parties will have the opportunity to deal toxic radioactive damage. There are 3 grenades in that respect. And we've got here a little holographic disc that contains a few videos that if your characters spend a short rest with it, you can gain training in firearms if you do not already have it.
Yeah, let's do it.
And right over here, yeah, we've got a rocket launcher with your name on it. And no rocket launcher would be complete without a drum of rockets, i.e. 5 of them in total. Let's get the names. These are effectively These are effectively item-based fireballs. They deal the same damage as fireballs. They have a DC 15 dexterity save, just like a wand of fireballs would. They are limited, just like a bead of fireballs would give you. I didn't label the rocket launcher or the rifle. Those are standard. The rocket launcher is going to deal 8 dice 6 of whatever rocket you load into it. The grenades deal 5 die 6 of toxic radioactive damage, likewise DC 15 dexterity save. Beskar chain is pretty self-explanatory. It's adamantite chain. And otherwise, here are just a few goodies that they are willing to impart to your group for your assistance.
The rocket launcher, does it require specific proficiency, or would the hologram thing train you in that as well with the firearms?
It would, yes. No need for any extra proficiency. Firearms will cover all of that.
Oh, hey Puck, do you think you can carry a rocket launcher?
Do I look big enough to carry a rocket launcher?
Ballard will walk over, pick up the rocket launcher.
We are not
and,
giving
put it
the
on
small.
put it on Puck's
We are
shoulder
not
and just be
giving
like,
her a rocket launcher, please.
It's, well, in her hands, it's not a weapon, it's a conveyance. She aims it in the opposite direction, and it gives her a 90-foot move for that round. She just fires it.
Ballard will just start holding it on Puck's shoulder and just be like, "Go ahead, grip it. We'll aim it together."
She just goes flying backwards.
Jax finishes the video.
Launcher, Ballard.
Jax finishes the video, and he's like,
We're
do
at
not
the
step
shop
on that
once."
piece.
Oh, don't give Ballard the rocket launcher. He won't use it as a rocket launcher. He'll use it to get like 150 feet movement speed per turn.
That's like in Commando when she saves his ass from the cops. How did you know how to use that? I read the instructions.
Well,
Damn, so
it would
would I
be-
be able
Yes, you
would
would.
I be able to Okay.
Absolutely. 5e is very free in that respect. 3e used to be more specific, like giant-sized weapons. Obviously, if you're a tiny character, you're going to have difficulty wielding that. But unless there is a specific mention of it in the verbiage, it's just assumed everybody can pretty much wield everything, as far as I'm aware. So No issues there.
So is-
More specifically, Ballard's not really interested in taking anything other than at least one of the toxic grenades. So.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is anyone opposed to giving Puck the rocket launcher? If not,
I don't know. That
I
would be
don't-
funny as hell.
I think so too. But I want to make sure
I think
that
Rala would be pretty opposed to giving her a little rocket launcher, knowing her.
I
Yeah.
have no problems with her having a rocket launcher because I'm immune to fire, but that's just me.
cool. I love the idea of this little tiny fairy having a rocket launcher.
Ballard just don't care if you shoot him with a rocket launcher, as long as it's not gonna drop him to like critical health. He don't give a fuck.
Awesome. So everyone's cool with Puck having a rocket launcher then?
Yeah.
With the exception
yeah.
of Rala, yeah.
I'm starting to question
Cool.
at giving this addition to the group. Let me reconsider.
Well, you don't want me throwing Puck into the air while she rains down rocket launchers?
She's a fairy. Why does she need you to throw her anywhere?
I have a
gonna
great
say.
strength. She will fall forever and do aerial support.
That's like trying to throw the golden snitch. Like, it's got wings, dude. Just let it do its thing, man. It'll
That's
move around just
okay.
fine.
So who wants to take the rifle? I have no use for it since I'm pretty much already a rifle.
Quick question: does anybody actually already have firearm proficiency?
Well, we
I mean, I don't have it, but I do have like one of the guns the soldiers had.
Well, it looks like you guys are going to have a little class with those holograms over there so that you guys can get your proficiency with firearms.
Can only one person benefit from the data storage, or is it?
Oh no,
anyone
it's
who watches it?
it's movie lunch. You guys all gather around.
Okay.
It's like when the teacher wheels in
Okay,
the
so then I mean
little
we'll
TV.
all gain the benefits. It's just who wants.
Exactly. It's not
to use
even
the stuff, okay.
there's not even an intelligence check to retain the info like we had with previous teaching. This is an automatic
Gotcha.
proficiency gain.
Okay, yeah. So then it's just one that
Right.
we're all gonna benefit from regardless.
Oh yeah.
It's just a matter of who wants to use the firearms right now that we have. So rocket launchers go into Puck. Assault rifle or rifle, whatever this thing is. Who wants to use that? Who does not have a ranged option for a gun that wants one?
It's an automatic rifle, just FYI.
Okay.
I don't have
Pretty sure
any
I know.
ranged. I don't have any ranged options other than spells, so I would like rifle if possible.
Okay,
that
then
is a
yeah.
good idea.
Rifle
Yeah,
will go
yeah.
to Levar then. And then does anybody have need for the Beskar chain, the mithril chain?
I'm a little mage, so I can't exactly wear chainmail.
I mean, I could wear the chainmail, but that would kind
I
of
think your armor
not
class
work.
is better without it, so.
Yeah, that would not work well with my special abilities.
Chain's completely useless to me, so. Or just armor is completely useless in general for me.
What category is Beskar chain? Is that medium or is it heavy?
I would presume it's medium because it's chainmail, right?
I think so. I'll double check.
If
it's
no one is
Elven
gonna,
chain, then it's medium, but I don't know what it is specifically, so.
if no one's gonna claim it, I would also like it because I am also very squishy. But if someone else has more use of it, go ahead.
I thought I
Sounds
recalled
like-
that it's always been said, yeah, chainmail is actually heavy, and that is correct, yeah.
Oh,
So this
okay.
would be heavy armor, but it's made out of Beskar, so it makes you immune to critical.
Okay, it looks like nobody else is claiming it, so you can have it, Levar, but I just want to double check. You are able to use heavy armor, right? Now that we
Yep.
know it's heavy. Okay, cool.
Tempest clerics can use heavy armor.
Oh, right.
Beautiful.
My brain was thinking you were a druid for a second. I don't know why. Okay, but that's perfect. Okay, so then automatic rifle and Beskar chain goes to Levar. Rocket launcher goes to Puck. And invertedly, the fire rockets go to Puck.
We're
Data
gonna pass
storage will
over.
benefit from.
We're gonna pass over 90 of the 7.62 rounds over to Levelar as well, so he has basically 3 magazines full of ammunition.
Oh, for the
Yeah, for
rifle.
the rifle.
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
forgot to put down
And
ammo
then
for that here.
I'm claiming one of the toxic grenades. Does anybody else want one? There's two
Oh.
more.
I'll take one.
Xavier will shake his head. Nah, I'm an explosive on my own.
So
Maybe
I'm
save it for
claiming one,
Priyu.
Raul is claiming one. Yeah, I guess
Yeah, we could give it
we'll
to
just-
Priyu when she gets here.
We'll claim the last one for Priyu. Yeah. Alright, so that's everything
I'm gonna
divvied
put a
out,
little-
and I'm sorry. Oh yeah, go ahead and put it back in, because I was just about to ask what the damage was again.
5 die 6.
5 die 6 toxic?
Toxic
you said?
/ radioactive damage, DC
Oh, right,
15.
the new damage type.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little toxic symbol on Priyu there just as a reminder that she got one of those grenades. I'm not gonna add it onto her character sheet, but hopefully that will remind us, and then she can do it herself when she gets home. Looks like she's just running a skosh late.
I guarantee she's going to ask why she's fucking poisoned when she logs on.
That's very reasonable. Just use it wisely. It's only got 5 shots. Those fireballs will go very quickly.
I'm so excited to have her have this.
Nice. Yeah, I was excited when I put these on the map, and I was hoping we would get to assign them at the tail end of last session, but the combat took just a little longer than I anticipated, so instead of that, we're going to get to start off tonight with a little treasure haul.
Raul is just face palming in everyone's decision to get Puck to Rockland and going, I can't believe you guys are agreeing with this.
Why
She's not
wouldn't
gonna hurt
they?
me with them. If she hit me with one directly, it's not gonna hurt me, so I'm not too worried about it. Just make certain
Can't
you fire
hurt
it at-
others, though.
I was gonna say, just make certain you're aiming it at me or Ballard or enemies that are
Ballard will
surrounding
just pat Raul on the back and just be like, "Oh, suck it up. It's just damage."
Yeah, Rala.
Do you know, Jax, if you really want to learn more about that stuff, I have been studying chemistry and stuff like that to see about making biofuels.
I'm just
I
voicing
can
my
lend you some of those books that
concerns.
I've been studying.
I'm just voicing my concerns, people.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, let me study that with you.
Jax, roll that 2
Absolutely.
die 6 if you did not catch that up there. And Lloyd steps on down to this storage container, opens it up, and heads over to his pride and joy, his vehicle. Looks like space is kind of at a premium with what you guys are driving, so I'm thinking he pulls it out, drives it out here to the main lot, and has Terrence come give him a hand, and they basically unstrap this massive drum of fuel from his truck, and they begin attaching it to the back compartment of the Radmobile. This will definitely get you across the wastes right there. Just be careful with it. It's kind of a sore thumb out there. People see that and they want to seriously cause you some harm. It might be open target. You know what I'm saying? So try and keep that thing on the disguise. Maybe in a simple blanket draped over the top of it might be enough to deter the obviousness of what it is you're carrying. I would stick it inside the vehicle, but it doesn't look like you got the space for it there.
No, and I don't think we have room on the bikes for it either. But
Right, yeah, definitely not. And he passes over a few hoses as well and instructs you
Hey,
on
Daniel,
the finer points of how to refuel these things.
For the grenade, is it a AOE or what is it for the?
It's
what
a
radius is it?
AOE, a 10-foot cube, so four
10-foot
squares.
cube. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Is there a saving throw I should be attaching to it?
Dex DC 15.
Set 15 dex. Okay, gotcha.
we appreciate this. This will definitely help us get to where we need to go.
Yes, it
Is
will.
there anything else we can do for you before we head on our way? I mean, I think we're going to sit down here for an hour and maybe watch that hollow vid so that we can all get used to using firebs. Not that I
You're
need it
welcome
myself,
to.
But
You're certainly welcome to. We'll cook up a little of our stew if you want to hang out and have a little meal with us. But otherwise, we're going to get back to setting things right here, getting rid of these bodies. Maybe scrap some of those drones down for any useful parts they might have. Not quite sure about that. Looks like you guys took a short rest back in session 18. So we're going to take one right now in session 20, and that will get
We
us...
can add that firearm, right?
Oh yeah, you can add proficiency in firearms. No problem there.
Daniel, did you need me to roll something?
Yes, the 2 dice 6, please.
So if we're taking a short rest, can my mic spend a few of its hit dice?
It doesn't have hit dice. The
It does now, motherfucker.
Radmobile, with the mending, as stated before, you are able to restore 6 of its armor points there, so that'll get the Radmobile at least up closer to specs. But yeah, those bikes are in need of some more serious, in-depth mechanical work before they're going to be restored. They'll still drive, they're just not as sweet as they were.
Lovelar, are you in need of a potion, or do you have any of your own?
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. I don't have any potions, but I'll just live. It'll be good. It's
no,
great.
you won't. Xavier will reach into his pouch and he'll pull out one of his supreme healing potions and be like, "Here, man. We're a team. We need you at your best. So drink this."
Supreme, that's 40?
Make sure to switch to push to talk to Bashi.
Supreme is 60.
I just need
Either
40.
way. Yeah, either way. It's
I
going to
just
get you
need
to
a
full.
Yeah,
Chug a lug, bug.
Thanks. Just for clarification, rifle is 2d8, no modification to attack.
Well, you do get your dexterity modifier to the attack and damage, and then proficiency as well, assuming you watched the video.
Cool. And yeah, I'm watching the video 100%.
yeah.
I just need to double check and make sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we
It's
have
a bow
Priya
that'll
with
do
us
more
now?
damage, but it's a lot louder. And what were you saying there, Mike? I'm sorry.
I was just checking. Priya is with us now? Because if so, I'm going to look at her too and be like, "You look like you need one too," and hand her also a gravy or a supreme healing potion.
Thank you kindly.
Who does not normally have potions? I have some potions of regular healing. If you don't have any, probably good to give to you.
Potions that I can just give out.
All right. Who does not have any? Lovelar, do you have any? Ryu, do you need some?
I'm good, but thank you though.
I don't know if you
Could use
guys...
some.
I don't know if I've seen any responses to the Mystical Emporium update, but you guys do have access to your new table merchant, and it doesn't look like anybody has bought any items yet. 2 of them are superior and greater healing potions. There's also a Broom of Flying. You guys are the only table that got lucky enough to get one of those in your weekly inventory, so check over the Mystical Emporium there for your Stew Crew weekly inventory. If any of you want to summon the Magic Mobile here to the scrapyard before we proceed.
I got really excited when I saw that Broom of Flying because I was trying to imagine how I would use that if I were to acquire it.
Flying snake.
Exactly.
Just wrap around it like a pixie stick or something like that, like wee wee wee.
Yeah, so Jax will buy a bunch of stuff, but I'll put it in the chat so that we don't waste time here.
Okay, that works.
I would love some sort of healing. Yes. Not only. How do I
Take,
do the giant healing potion that was just given to me?
It's just full 60 hit points, so add 60 to what you have.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, Jax gives you each 2 regular potions of healing just in case.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
To keep him.
I was just about to say, Arch still needs some healing after the short rest.
Yeah, so our Arc should take 2. Rala, you should take 2. And then let's see. Who else needs potions of healing just in case we can't heal you during combat?
I'm going to give Ark 2 of the greater healing potions, which would heal him up 40 hit points.
40 hit points?
Prey is still at 2 of 66, is that correct?
No,
I'm
she
working
took
it.
a-
Hang on. No, I'm at
she took Supreme,
62.
so she'll get 62 altogether.
I was gonna
That
say,
was
'cause
40
I have,
plus your
like,
16, Rala.
who wants some potions? Because I have 14 greater potions of healing
Oh.
and 20 superior. Not to mention the supreme potions I have.
I'm good at the moment. I've still got 14 Supreme and 13 Graders.
Can I feed my can I feed my my Excite Bike potions?
That's a negative.
Damn it.
No, but you can tell Youngling that you will always be able to keep them stocked.
I mean, Yungling should already know that. Does Yungling have anything in him right now?
Currently we are empty.
Alright, I'll go ahead and hold a supreme potion of healing for Yungling now.
Oh, yeah. Level 4 right there. We'll get that.
So, this vision that I have of a massively obese, disgusting fiend stalking me into a corner where I shudder, paralyzed in fear.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Am I paralyzed in fear during the
What the hell is
short
that?
rest as well?
What in the Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, that's
what I was
wild.
gonna
That's
say,
during the
that's
short
Jabba the
rest.
Hutt.
You're like watching the video and you're getting a little tired because that was kind of an intense combat. It's getting to a point in the video that you're, because of your history with the books and what have you, you're kind of like, all right, I feel a little comfortable just shutting my eyes for like 30 seconds right here. I'm still listening, and during that brief time, this guy decides to show up and stalk your dreams.
The one time in a month that I decide to sleep.
Pretty boy.
What a day.
Ballard was sitting next to Xavier during that, and he'll just wake up, but he'll wake up as he like slams his arm against whatever's next to him, which happens to be Xavier.
Does anybody want the broom of flying? Jax is happy to buy it for somebody who needs it.
I would say buy it, and we'll store it just in case, regardless.
I
Just
will
because
have
it's a very rare commodity.
I will have a ton of use for that, especially if I'm gonna be as squishy as I am now.
All right,
So,
take it.
Yeah,
Take
we'll
it,
definitely
and I'll-
have uses for it. Somebody should buy it.
Okay.
I want to play with it, even if I don't keep it. I want to play with it a little bit.
I figured out how Prey would use it though. She just coils herself around the entire broom.
Yeah.
She doesn't
So
even
just a
have to hold
flying
onto it with her
thing.
hands. Her hands would be free because the coils around a broom. It's like using your constrict ability, except you're holding onto the broom with it.
Does anybody remember how much the potions are? The potion of superior and greater?
That'll all be listed in the spreadsheet, but yeah, offhand, I do not recall. I want to say graders were like 200 something. Superiors might be like closer to 500 per, but I'm just kind of guesstimating
Yeah,
off of
no,
that.
Yeah. The other thing
I'm
that
gonna bookmark this so I don't have to keep scrolling back up.
the other thing that's really valuable there is the luck stone. If people have open slots,
I don't
it
even know what that does.
basically gives you +1 on your saving throws and your skill checks. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. Luckstone also holds a special place for this GM. It was the very first magic item that my very first character ever got.
Oh, it's a great low-level item.
Stone is uncommon.
Yeah, so, Jax will get it for anybody who wants it, who still has an open slot. If not, then he won't.
I don't think
what?
I have it. Yeah, no, I'm already at my 5 attunement slots.
Yeah, no, it's more for, like, the other characters who may have a lot more...
oh, no, definitely. Yeah, no, I was just checking just in case for myself.
Anybody?
Buck,
Anybody?
do you need some luck?
well, go ahead.
All right. Anybody want it or no?
What exactly?
Luckstone. +1 to your saving throws and +1 to your skill checks.
I
And
would
if
like to
I'm not
have that. Thank you
mistaken,
very much, please.
yeah, you'll take it. Okay, I'll get it.
Youngling has the
Right.
sad face because Youngling specifically requested the Broom of Flying, and then you guys went and bought it for somebody else. So he's throwing a little hissy fit.
No. Didn't even
Alright,
see
We're
it.
gonna
so,
go. We're gonna go chill out here in the corner with our face tucked into the stone there.
Alright,
Well,
so, potions of greater healing are 300 and superior are 500.
Hey,
Well,
I was halfway right.
If Youngling is pretty light, then like you can go on the broom as well.
I jest, of course, but yes, that's totally possible.
I thought Youngling was gonna live on my shoulder, man. Jeez.
I am nobody's
Youngling
pet.
Could chill on my. Youngling could
Yeah,
chill
but
with
don't
my
you want to
spider.
go 80 mile? Don't you want to go 80 feet per 6 seconds around?
I suffer from nausea. Hey, we got a follow from Growing Faith right now here in Streamland. Thank you kindly for checking us out here on our Twitch channel. Proudly celebrating 4 years here on the streaming community with the Coalescence Act
Wait, hold on.
5.
Just to psych people out, I kind of want to get the Silver Raven figurine of Wondrous Power.
Oh my.
So here's a question for you, Daniel. When I'm riding on that motorcycle, because I'm basically like hot coals, does that mean that I kind of burst into flames like Hellrider?
Like Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider?
You absolutely cannot.
I think narratively that's a pretty cool addition right there.
Awesome.
I don't think we want to set the bike on fire though. It might be a little it might be a little fragile in that respect.
Nah,
yeah,
man,
no,
haven't you seen Ghost Rider?
Well, yeah,
Give
his
him
bike.
the Ghost Rider bike.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he needs a new bike entirely. The no crit value to your armor, just I would say drag a suit of adamantite chainmail to your armor, and then if you want to change adamantite to Beskar for our multiversal purposes, that's totally cool. But even if you keep it as adamantite, it's the same metal in our galaxy. It's just some people call it adamantium, some people call it Beskar.
Daniel, do you want me to post it in the channel or just say it now? Because I will be buying the figurine of Wondrous Power, the Silver Raven.
Both is always good. It's always good to have the tracking written in the mercantile channel, just so we're aware of any of that in case we need to go back.
Alright, then I will go ahead and type it into the wandering, or the bartering.
Cool. Yeah, you guys have your own inventory here, so Swan Crew's got theirs, you guys got yours.
Did anyone buy out all the superior and greater healing potions?
I will go ahead and do that with my stuff.
Perfect. Better to have them than not, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's only gonna.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially if you guys saw my formula for how many potions you get every 2 weeks. It's 2 die 3 plus 1 for the greater, and it's 1 die 3 minus 1 for the superior. So there are weeks where there will be none available. If you've seen some of the other tables, a lot of the tables don't have any to choose from this week.
It's only gonna be 2,500 for all the potions that are available right now. So I mean, it's not that much.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
perfect.
And that's before my discount. So.
Hey, 25% discount. I don't know why I sound like Meridian. Nobody likes that guy anymore because he's a fucking asshole.
No, if he shows up, I am shoving his head through a fucking wall.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Right now, it is the new merchants for our tables here on Sunday morning. It is the Magical Mystery Van or the Mystical Emporium. You can see the van actually posted in that channel if you scroll up a little bit right there. And if you have been watching, our comprehensive recaps over the last few weeks, we've been doing a lot of them. We've watched like over 70 videos in the last month and a half since I've been doing these during the daytime. The crew that runs the mercantile for our Sunday tables they are the survivors of our most recent Agent Orange campaign from 2021. One of those characters was actually bitten
A
in the
sentient
final.
orange.
He was bitten, and he is the first sentient orange on record. His name is Eric. And yeah, that is our crew right there. The driver is a hillbilly type, a mechanic named Earl. The person who actually runs the shop is a mystic named Paul. And he is the one who you mostly deal with. But while I'm thinking of that, let's check.
Wait,
a
a mechanic?
Let's see if they've got anything that might help you. Yep, we are in the same boat right here. Earl is probably not as good a mechanic as Lloyd. I mean, I rolled a 0-1 on a 100, which is actually really good to determine the percentile chance that you find somebody who can help you. But the natural 1 on the die 20 is unfortunately not good as far as do we have the materials and the tools at hand to effect these repairs. And we're in the same boat right here. Earl could certainly help you with those repairs, albeit not as good as Lloyd. And Earl doesn't have any of the parts that you're looking for. I got a few spare parts here for the van, but yeah, I ain't got much of anything that's going to repair those motorcycles.
I wonder if we could jury rig anything from the parts of the robots.
I keep an eye out for you in the field if I find anything that might fix up the excite bikes right there. But yeah, I don't think those drones going to have anything that's going to work on that bike for you. But what do I know? I didn't make those drones.
Okay, well, it was just a thought.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, just through the mid-ramble there, we did come up with a somewhat decent chance to get these bikes back up to snuff, but unfortunately not. So if there is nothing further ado, let's get rolling.
I will thank Lloyd and the others for providing us with the fuel and the extra supplies. And I guess we're on our way.
Very, very cool. Kyrie and Dila will give each of your characters a long embrace on the way out, thanking you once again for saving their lives. Santiago will
Me too?
Oh, absolutely.
I am good at hugging.
Oh, please let me go. Oh, the reason Priyu is infected with the toxic thing right there, we gave you one of the toxic grenades from over here. There were 3 of them. Your character was given 1 of them. I just put that on there as a reminder to add that to your inventory. And just a reminder as well, this thing is out there.
Stop making me look at him.
I will wrestle it.
We're going to have a contest here. The ugliest monster contest. You know, it's going to be between that and the orange abomination. It's like, all right, so is it this guy? Or is it this guy?
Put in a poll on the Twitch right now.
Yeah, exactly. I should. Let's pull it up.
And what was it you were saying?
So I just have one toxic grenade?
Yeah, just one. We split them up between us. I got one, you got one, and Rolla got one.
Cool deal. I just wanted to make sure.
And Puck has a rocket launcher.
Yeah, Puck has a rocket launcher with 5 fireball rockets.
We'll put it up for a 2-minute vote here. The ugliest monster contest. The abomination version. Yeah, what if there was an abomination?
I'm disappointed you didn't put Yo Mama as an option.
Yeah, jeez. Yo Mama contest. Yo Mama's so dumb she thinks Jar Jars come with pickles. Yeah, we'll do the abomination version of this thing right here. Because it needs more chins. Alright, so while that marinates...
Its 8th chin.
While that marinates, let's get everybody assembled into their vehicles. We'll get the toxic...
Did you say Santiago was going to say something?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he comes up next to you. You got any more of that dried fruit and jerky? I'm still kind of famished here, man.
Sure. I'll give him another pack of my rations.
Bro, And his hug is almost as enveloping as Priyu's.
Awesome. I'll tell him, stay safe out here, and if you guys need anything else, just got to get a hold of us somehow.
Very cool. And I will be posting this in all of our mercantile channels to come, but I keep forgetting to do so. Let's do it for the first time here, now that we've got the Magical Mystery Van on site. They are going to give each of our Sunday tables a sending stone. This is going to enable our tables to converse with each other once a day, I believe. Just to keep basic updates on the most major events. It could be like an end-of-day report kind of thing. But we typically meet up back at the home base for our long rest at the end of each day anyway. So we could still use it in some other capacity if maybe we discover something earlier on. Look at that, Jabba the Devil clean sweep, 5-0 on the Ugliest Monster contest.
Did you expect something else?
Well, I had hope for the Orange Abomination right there, but you never know. I mean, at one point in time, any one of these 5 heads on this creature could have been an attractive person at some point. And this thing is just more freaky and frightening, I guess, than fugly.
Yeah, that thing looks like a Silent Hill monster or something.
Yeah.
But the other one,
Oh, yeah.
Jabba the
Hills
Butt
Have
looks
Eyes.
like.
Did you just call him Java the Butt?
Oh my god.
Listen, he looks like he smells.
I mean,
I
yeah.
wasn't
Pizza the Hut.
disagreeing, I was just asking.
No, yeah, Jabba the Butt over here.
He gives off major incel energy.
It's Pizza the Hut.
Katie wasn't here to vote. Yeah, she would totally probably vote for the Abomination, I would guess. She says that thing haunts her dreams. Alright, so let's roll out. We are a bit behind here, so we're going to accelerate, and I'm going to roll some meaningless dice here. You know, like GMs tend to do. And hey, look at that! That natural 1 would normally mean an encounter, but this time we're going to forego that. It's going to be a non-combat encounter, primarily a dust storm that is blocking our path temporarily as we traverse across the irradiated wastes of central Eucor. Let's carve off another swath of the map here. Hopefully the polygon is working here again. It's been doing like a weird thing lately that's not working like it usually would. Beautiful,
And
that's fixed.
we're all in our radiation suits now as well, right? Because you were mentioning we needed to do that.
Yes, that is a good idea, a solid idea. And I know that that would normally cause a some form of impediment combat-wise, but in keeping with 5e at most, that's going to be disadvantage on certain things, perhaps reduced movement in some cases. Like a flying character with wings, our pixie might not be able to make use of that movement while confined inside of a suit. There's not necessarily a spot on the suit for her wings to emit, I guess, is one
Would
possible
that,
thing.
That wouldn't screw with my unarmored defense or unarmored movement, right?
Correct, because it's not armor, it's just a bulky suit. Yeah, none of you are getting
Okay,
any
just making
AC
sure, yeah.
bonus, you're just getting the resist the environment bonus.
Yeah, no, just making sure for logistics sakes.
Yep. And I don't remember if I dropped your guys' tokens on here, but I think it's an unlit map anyway. Hey, I did! I did drop your tokens here. We're all set right here. Driving in to the next site after that sandstorm stalls us up momentarily. It's pretty much just a matter of, yeah, let's maybe not drive through that. We know enough about our engines that this might clog them up. So we'll let that kind of pass across our horizon line right there before we venture forth. Delays us maybe a half hour. And at this point, yeah, this map is completely unlit, so feel free to move out. If you don't have control of the vehicles, I'll, I guess, drag those on up behind you. You should have control of them, but we'll see.
What is this here? Is this like a drop? Like a roller coaster ramp?
It is a ramp. It's a somewhat level descent. It's about a 30-degree slope, so it's definitely one that you want to kind of control your descent
Wait, why am I
on.
out of the car?
Because yeah, we are going down into a pit here where there are numerous people, most of them human, but some of them are some form of animal hybrid. We've got this interesting looking one here.
Does it look like they notice us or see us yet?
Well, from way the hell up here, they do not, but as you approach the bridge on your way down, they do.
Okay.
And it looks like they are in process of hastily getting into these vehicles that are lined up in the area.
Am I the only one coming down? You guys are waiting up top to ambush them or something?
Nah, man, I'm coming down with you. What the hell you think? I'm a freaking frontliner.
Who's driving?
You are.
I thought we
Okay.
parked the car.
Kind of weird that my token wasn't in the car.
I guess me and Xavier are going it alone. Pre-oop, why the hell did you just spawn?
Cause I jumped. I got out of the car and
You jumped out of the car and onto my bike and just randomly appeared? Okay.
no, I was just crawling down the hill to follow you guys because the car wasn't going down here.
I will pull to a stop and I will wave to the people and be like, hello.
There are weapons initially pointed in your direction, but if it is clear that your group is not approaching guns blazing, they lower their weapons cautiously, and the first one you come across looks to be the racing mobile. The Lady Rosa has her weapon trained in your general direction,
I have
and
my eyes
our
turned
little
on the
raccoon-looking
shoulder.
character here looks over at the approaching Snake Lady. Hey, Snake Lady, you might want to get clear of this site, mucho pronto, if you know what I'm saying. There is nothing good to be found here.
Of course, you
Well-
give him the Rocket Raccoon voice.
Yeah, of course.
Well, there is something good to be found here. We found people that are not,
Yeah,
you know,
we're not gonna be
murderous
here.
orange zombies.
Yeah, but we're getting the F out of here. There's something serious going on at the station down below. It's a field day of frickin' devils, if you know what I mean. And there's no end to them. There's maybe a dozen people dead already. So if you'll forgive me that there's no really time to exchange pleasantries, because those things might
Care for some
emerge to the
support?
surface. To care for the what now with the who?
Some support, some help.
I mean, if you're the suicidal type that's gonna go down into there and into the 9 layers of hell, I'm not the type that's gonna stop you.
I just
What
start
exactly
laughing. I
is
just
going
start
down
laughing and then
with
yell
them?
over to Xavier. He called me suicidal.
Sounds about right.
Are there? You're saying there's zombies down there?
This lady shouts from the far side over here, still dressed in her. She's still wearing the irradiation suit that you guys are, minus the helmet. And she calls over, there is an active wormhole that is connected to... There's no other way to explain it. It is literally connected to hell. And there are devils pouring through it. And in a seemingly infinite number of them. There's no one
Devils,
left
you said.
alive still in the station. This is all in progress minutes ago. We are fleeing for our lives. I encourage you to do the same. You have vehicles. You have suits to protect you against this environment. There's no need to go down there.
When did this all happen?
Or
When
is
did this
there?
all happen, if I may ask?
As I said, this has all just happened.
Why don't you collapse it?
Let's bring the Nexus to light. For any of our characters who are magically inclined, doesn't matter what your source is or how powerful or how limited, you are all distinctly attuned to some unstable magical event occurring below the surface. Pretty much right below where you're standing. You don't have a direct, it's this many meters away, it's slightly in this direction. You just know it's generally below ground from where you're standing. Not only is this an unstable magical effect, it is a time-sensitive event that is rapidly spiraling out of control, to whatever end. That is, as of right now, a complete unknown to any of our characters who are magically attuned. What you are also able to sense is that your character is able to influence this event, also in some unknown way, shape, or form. For our characters who are not magically inclined, even you can feel a strange energy present in the immediate vicinity. You can kind of sense that it's below ground as well. You just don't feel it with the same intensity. You also don't feel that you can necessarily impact or influence this event, whatever that happens to entail. But all of our characters do feel this occurring below us, as they're basically pleading with you, like, don't go down there, there's no need for it. And yeah, I don't know why some of our characters are transparent. There were 3 of you like that coming onto this map. Puck, Lovelar, and Priyu were all like 25% opacity. It's a new feature that is especially useful for players who use Echo Knights, so I could just make a duplicate token and make it like 25% opacity. It looks like Jax also, yeah, Jax is registering very low
I'll just
opacity.
immediately run over to
Oh,
and just be like...
It's because you guys were in the vehicles. That's what it was, and I just wanted the vehicle to show up a little bit more under your tokens.
Gotcha. I'll just immediately run over to Xavier and just be like, yo, what's with this stupid-ass energy? It's fucking with my head.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think that we need to do something to stop it. I look over to the lady who hollered, and I'm going to be like, is there a way to collapse this wormhole?
She throws her arms up in exasperation. If you want to go down there and try to find out, be my guest. And all of the people at the central truck right here, they begin filing in. This guy shoots a couple rounds off into the air. And it looks like they are not sticking around to chit-chat any longer here. And they again reiterate, get the F out of here. If you're going down there, it's your frickin' funeral, man.
I'll just look at Xavier and just be like, give me an answer or else I'm jumping in this thing.
We can't allow devils or demons to be overpopulating this area. If they're flooding in, we need to deal with them.
Hey, real quick before we do anything, can I try something?
Go ahead.
We're pulling away, but you're welcome to try whatever you deem necessary.
So
they give a little honk here at the bike right here. It doesn't look like they want to run your vehicle over.
Fine, I'll move my bike.
So, when we were determining what god that I am a cleric of, there wasn't really a storm cleric, so I chose a god of chaos. Could I, like, try to connect my divinity to the wormhole to get more information about it? And see if there's any way through that kind of divinity to do anything? I
actually know which Cthulhu deity it is that your character is attached to, and that is not in any way affiliated with this devilish wormhole. Your character is not affiliated with a devil. It's more of a great old one tie-in. But it is the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, to be more specific.
And that's the god that I get my Tempest Cleric abilities through? Okay,
Correct.
Never mind. I misunderstood.
Alright, well, I think we need to go and deal with this. And
Ballard
Xavier's going
will-
to start heading down.
Ballard will just jump.
Same here. Might as well try to figure out what this is.
Yeah,
After all
because
the
Ballard
falls
can
behind
do that because
Xavier.
he can glide.
I don't take fall damage. Fuck off.
That's what I said. You get to glide. Rala could follow you right down, so could Ark, so could Puck. And then there's the rest of us who have to walk unless someone has Featherfall.
No, I'm just gonna grab you and just hold you in a cannonball.
Yeah. Jax says, does anybody want a feather token?
Will that let me jump down here without dying?
Gives you a feather fall.
Sounds
Oh,
good
yes.
to me. Sure, that'll help us get down there faster.
Very well. Let's proceed to the next map. I need to get.
And we all do the
tokens.
superhero landing when we get to the bottom, right?
Clearly.
You guys do the superhero
Quick
landing when
question.
you get to the bottom. I'm just standing there waiting.
How do I do a superhero landing if I don't have knees?
Carefully.
You do a handstand on your fist.
All 20 feet of her body up in the air.
Listen, I am strong enough. I could probably handle it.
Oh, you handle it. You just don't notice that Ballard's in the back holding half your body up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
As we're going down, I'm going to say to Ballard, I just hope this doesn't have anything to do with my premonition at the outpost.
Premonitions, femination. I just want to punch things.
Okay.
Yeah, so the whoever has the broom of flying, you should also take 2 feather tokens in case you get blasted off it, then at least it'll activate. Was that Levelar?
Map is going to go pitch black for all of you. Bear with me while I get your tokens in position.
Oh,
Please do not drag drop.
Levelar, can you confirm?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You already put that armor on yourself, right?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Just double checking it. What is that? A fucking rat devil?
It is something.
Looks like a fucking demented version of the Rat King.
The Rat Man forgive you. This time.
Rock steady.
I didn't say you could move.
Oh, I want to pet the rat though.
Bros.
I'll put back.
Alright. Where is Youngling?
Irala, your Knight Arc has Jax's Belt of Fire Giant Strength. So, did you drag that into the character sheet already?
Yes, I did.
Alright, cool. Thanks.
Also, I don't see Raw on there.
One
getting to
second.
it.
Still getting everything set up here.
You still gotta find Youngling and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, Rala's right there. Youngling right there. There's Ark. Alright, so that should be all 7 of you, plus 1 henchman, plus 1 NPC.
I'm still seeing just pitch blackness.
Excellent. Excellent. That should not be
What
the
the
case.
hell was that on Xavier?
Even if I move.
There we
it's-
go.
Oh,
Now I
his
can see.
spider.
Oh, okay.
His spider.
Yeah, it's
familiar,
his spider. It's
My
spider, but
lava
it starts
spider.
with an X. Oh yeah, freaking love this song. All right, so we touch down. It's pretty much a straight hallway forward. There is a large double door of metal that is closed before us. And the power in this facility, while obviously down, the door responds to our approach and opens before us, revealing this introductory area that we see here, containing this disgusting-looking devilish creature, as well as a puddle of bubbling tar, something on the floor. It smells absolutely rancid, and if your character is not immune to poison, it could potentially prove troublesome. There is no surprise granted on either side here. It does appear that it is just this one thing. So let's get the turn order and proceed.
Initiative time.
Why is my initiative always ass? Like, even if it didn't have a negative attached to it, it's always like a single digit.
Did you get a nat 1?
No, I got like a 6. But the last like 3 times that we've done initiative, I'd had a 9, a 6, like a 7, and an 8, or like I've just gone, and a 3, I think, at some point.
Yeah.
Did we lose
Join the
somebody's
bad rolls club.
Did we lose somebody's token? Somebody was
Is there a
standing.
number associated with nothing?
Somebody was
It
standing
does
right
look
there.
like we're missing someone.
Yeah, I think somebody maybe accidentally backspaced. I think it's Lovelar.
Lovelar.
Well, bar hit.
All right,
What did I do?
let's replace that.
You may have just selected your token and
Right,
accidentally hit the
you were
backspace
typing while
and-
you had your token selected, hit backspace, and your
It's all
token
good.
went. Wheel! It happens.
Fun.
Let's see.
That's his-
Oh, he
probably
wanted
the
us
most
to.
common
He wanted us
ones
to
too.
forget that he rolled a natural one for his initiative. That's why he was hoping that we wouldn't notice.
Please. This is just that's just how this entire dungeon is gonna go. It's just gonna be nat 1s. I can feel it. I feel it in my stomach.
Oh boy. So this.
Okay, but real quick question.
All right.
Is it possible to get a negative initiative?
It certainly is.
Yes.
I've had creatures
Yes.
go on a -1 because they have a -dex.
I used to play a cleric who had an 8 dex, and he would almost consistently always get a negative initiative. So yes, it is certainly possible.
A couple descriptive bits here before we kick off. The defiling smear on the ground before us. It is a secreted whitish yellow substance, the seeming viscosity of tar, and if you had to guess, this thing probably marked its territory because there are dribbles of this nasty tar from that space all the way over to where it is currently huddled on the floor, devouring the organs of a fallen scientist. The corpse is ripped open, and this creature is just enjoying a meal that it has seemingly earned. For those of you who start within 30 feet of this smear, it is a Constitution save versus poison, or you will suffer the poisoned condition for a number of rounds. If you make your saving throw, you will be immune to this particular defiling smear for the next 24 hours. So as each of us begin our turn, It's going to be a con save before we officially get rolling, unless, of course, you're immune to poison.
Like me.
So, start or no?
And this is the poisoned condition, not poison
Yeah.
damage. There is a difference between the two, so make sure
Totally.
any of your character sheets show as such. But yes, Ballard, go ahead. Actually, this might take us a little bit here. So yeah, your con save is going to be good, but let's go ahead and take our 10-minute right here before we officially
the
get
halftime?
rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
take our halftime, and then we will catch up with you all shortly with some more Are You Gaming?
Okie
I'll be right
dokie.
back. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Same.
potty.
Luckstone brings in +2, right?
You can drag the luckstone into your character sheet, and it should only be a +1. And if you drag it into your character sheet, it'll automatically do all the stuff for you, or should.
I tried looking it up on here, but it's called Stone of Good Luck, right? Okay, we're
Passarinho da montanha quando chega voou, voou. Passarinho da montanha quando chega voou, voou. Passarinho da montanha quando chega voou.
seems like both Ark and Rala are good for the time being.
Passarinho da montanha quando chega voou,
I'm back.
voou. Que o vento leve lá vem logo já. 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 Que leve lá vem já. Para badar tu tac tu tac tu cacum. Tu tac tu tac tu tac tu cacum. Tu tac tu tac tu tac tu cacum.
I have returned. Are you here, Puck?
I don't know.
Hilda, you with us still?
Passarinho da montanha quando chega voou, voou. Passarinho da montanha quando chega voou, voou.
I love that everyone's rolling their constitution save before their turn starts.
Yeah.
Oh, I just rolled it because I was first in initiative.
Well, I know why you rolled it, but then Jax rolled it, and then Hilda rolled it, and then Rala rolled it. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm just messing with my Steam Deck right now, so.
I'm just eating all dressed chips.
I got a plate of noodles next to me, so.
So, since we haven't had a long rest since that last combat, technically my spells will still be doing radiant damage, which is handy.
No, we just had a short rest when we were up there.
Yes.
So.
And my ability, it's on a long rest, it resets.
Oh, it's on a long rest. My bad. Thought you meant it reset on a short rest.
Nope. It remains in this form until you change the damage type or until you're after your next long rest. So at the moment, I'm shooting laser beams.
I'm firing my laser!
Yeah!
I'll join the club. Not that it was funny because I don't need to because I'm completely immune to all forms of poison, but, you know.
Yep, that's one of the nice things about the, oh my god, Yanti.
You want to, yeah. Also, where was that roll when we were rolling for initiative? Whatever.
What roll are y'all talking? Oh, the Constitution.
She rolled a nat 20 on her con roll, which she didn't even need to make because she's immune to poison.
I mean, I rolled a 15 and I got 25.25 for my initiative, so. But then
Yes,
again,
Mr.
I also
Plus
have
10 to initiative.
I also have the 20 in dexterity, advantage in initiative, and I also have the alert feat, so.
Yeah, so you're beating me because you have the alert feat. Mother trucker.
Well, I have the 20 in 20 in dex, which gives me the +5.
So do I.
Is there something else that gives you anything else, or just that?
I have the advantage on initiative as well. From my
I
spider
have that
affinity.
from just being a barbarian. But...
From my spider affinity, I have that advantage on initiative, and then I have a 20 in my dexterity. I just don't have the alert feat.
Hey Rala, it's called Stone of Good Luck. I put it in the chat.
Oh yeah. Fine. But thank you for helping me.
Speaking of 2024, I am dying to get into a campaign that runs 2024 rules so that I can play a 2024 monk.
The Warlock is freaking amazing, especially now that they've released Hexblade.
The 3 classes that I want to play the most, and in particular order from least to most, I want to play the I want to play the new Ranger. I want to play the new Warlock, and I want to play the new Monk. I want to play the new Shadow Monk really bad. I might even bring a Shadow Monk to the Friday the 13th one shot that Daniel may or may not do. I don't know. I'll have it off regardless, but
I would love to be in that, but I work nights.
I hope he lets us run 2024 rules for that one shot if he does it.
That would be pretty awesome.
Just because it's not going to be connected to anything, but even if it doesn't, I really won't play Shadow Monk again, so. That or Psionic Monk, because that's not in the 2024 rules yet, but if he runs 2014, I might run it.
I was really excited when he was originally going to do that conversion over to the 2024, and I guess it was really difficult to get everybody converted over because some people had...
For Barbarians, I have a lot of ifs and buts, but there are goods, but there's more bad, or I wouldn't say bad, but there's more stuff that I don't like than I do like for the new Barbarian.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would have been really fun to convert Xavier, but we'll just have to wait until he does the conversion over.
Yeah, that's not going to be until probably the end of this campaign. Well,
yep.
End, quote unquote, but I just mean like when we create new characters. And at that point, I will be bringing back these stupid ass fucking monks, and he's not gonna like the new Shadow Monk because the new Shadow Monk was even more broken than the other one.
I wonder how many squares, or how many square feet there is in this complex.
This one, I don't know. Probably quite a bit, but, I don't know. Ballard will probably clear half of it in one turn, maybe. Maybe 2 turns. Depends on if this thing can actually talk, or if it's just a babbling nonsense monster and Bowler's just gonna run through it. Either way, I'm not raging yet because there's no point in raging when there's only one creature in sight.
I just sent you a message. Uh-oh, he's rolling dice.
Speak, you coward. Tell us what you're rolling. Yes, Xavier, I am fully aware I just called the GM coward.
Did you get my message?
Yeah, I got your message. He resumed the stream.
Welcome back. Yes, indeed. Let's
Answer me, what is the rule?
get into it. I'm not telling you nothing. So yeah, this thing gurgles and snarls in Infernal at your approach.
Good thing I don't understand a lick of Infernal.
What was the
I mean, you can try to use comprehend languages, but
I know Elvish and Common, and English, and that's it.
Con save DC is 15.
Okay. I'll spend the inspiration to get that when you need.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Very cool. Yeah, looks like.
I was gonna wait until it was my turn to roll my con save, but I can roll it now. If you
That's cool. Yeah, just go ahead and roll it now. Technically, you're supposed to do it at the start of your turn, but it gets forgotten a lot, actually, so this may be the better way to go.
Okay, I'm going to actually use my, where's the name of it? Shining Soul ability to add my Charisma modifier to that saving throw, making it a 21.
You really want to piss me off.
Alright. Works for me. So yes, this thing is cursing at you in Infernal, saying that each of you look delicious, and if you would line up in order of deliciousness, it will be with you in just a moment.
Sorry, that would make it a 6.
Okay, so then if it's gonna say that, I'm gonna use my bonus action to
Well, it's in Infernal. You don't know what it says. It might be asking
I don't
you.
give a fuck what it says.
It might be asking you to go see the new Avengers movie.
I don't give a fuck what it says. I'm gonna pull up my greatsword. I'm gonna speak the activation words, and then I'm gonna run up to it, and then I'm gonna smack it in the fucking face.
I'm gonna disappear into the map then.
Okay, it's dead now then.
As it goes, whoop, 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 whoop.
This thing isn't undead, I presume. Or is it? It's doing a diamond, and a very demonic diamond, so I'm going to go ahead and presume it is undead. No, not that it means anything.
Nah, man, it's full devil. Full devil.
Alright, well, does full devils like that ignore the fire damage? Or actually, the fire damage is active now.
Yeah, we are straight
It's the
immune to
rage I
fire.
didn't do. Yeah, I figured as much, but yeah.
Alright, so let's see. Slashing, yes. Fire, no. You did not rage, you said?
I have not raged yet, no.
And
So
you
just
didn't
take
redeem.
away 3 damage.
Yeah, you also didn't redeem the die 12.
Oh, I still have that here. Let me go ahead and re-roll the damage real quick.
It should just be an extra 3 die 6. 22 is good right there, it looks like.
It's an extra 3 damage, and then whatever that 12 was. Let's see what it was.
Okay, I got it right there.
Okay, if you, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Whatever you take away,
Let's see.
the rage is 3
Ouch.
damage, that's all I know for sure.
Yeah, that hurts.
I unclicked it for the second attack, and then I'm gonna smack him again.
Okay.
This damage is correct, because I unclicked everything that needs to be unclicked.
That's a natural 1.
Well, it's not gonna be, because I'm gonna inspo it, and it's
Inspo,
very annoying
okay.
that that thing is not red, because...
I
it's
know,
not-
it's so weird. Yours and Paul's do that, so I've had to get used to noticing that gray. Which is weird, because it showed up as gray on the first attack roll, but it's a 30, so it's like really weird.
Yeah,
It's all because of the fact that, you know, he's getting so much bonus to his damage that even with the natural 1, he can't miss.
Maybe. Do you use D&D Beyond?
No, I don't even have
Okay.
him. I used to use it last season, but not
Right.
this season.
Yeah, I thought Paul used it as well, and I thought maybe that was the similarity, but if you're not, then yeah, I'm back to square zero
No,
here.
since we ditched the arena and all that, I didn't even bother
Oh,
building
yeah.
Ballard on, I didn't even bother building Ballard on D&D
Right.
Beyond.
So, alright. That's hit.
Alright, and then I'm gonna spit in his face, and then my turn.
Alright, over to Xavier's turn.
Alright, well, since it was a short rest and not a long rest, my Eldritch Blast right now will still be doing radiant damage, so I'm going to hit him with a couple of those.
Alright.
And, oh, I have to take off that extra d10 damage, so ignore the special damage. But the first hit will
So it's
also
really just
add,
a 10. Off of that, what it shows.
and then it would add also my charisma modifier an additional time because of my Ruin of the Fire Soul, I think it is. Let me check here. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Because of my class, I get to add my charisma modifier to 1 instance of radiant or fire damage.
Okay. Well,
Radiant soul.
that is the
That's
long
the
way.
one.
That is the long way of saying the first hit leaves me with barely any hit points, and the second hit kills me, regardless of what is added and what is subtracted. It's the same way.
Woohoo!
So
Okay.
that one just disappears in a puff of sulfuric smoke, banished back to the 9 hills for the rest of the day. You think about what you've done, and then we can close out the initiative. It is still nasty stankin' over here, so those con saves were necessary. You guys all made them, so proceed as you like.
I actually didn't roll mine.
Do we want to go down one
Cool.
of the hallways, or do we want to try the door?
Do you want to use your fort? Okay, then. All right.
Answer for us.
Yep. Hold on right there, then. Priya walks
Freya
right
just
up
opens the door.
Please.
opens the
Seriously.
door. All right.
My
Everybody-
character is not smart. I'm sorry. I didn't even think of that.
Everybody
Next time
stay where
do
you
that,
are.
Next time I go next to a door, I'm holding an action to tackle Priyu out of the way.
I'm sorry. I didn't-
All right.
It's just like, ooh, door!
Order of operations. Does Lovelar want to spend his weekly force point to try to make that con save, or do you want to start this next combat poisoned?
Just give me poison, dog.
Alrighty.
Just give me that poison.
You're going to be poisoned for 5 rounds, which pretty much, if I understand correctly, is disadvantage on most everything.
Yeah,
At least
poison
the
condition is
pertinent.
just disadvantage on attacks, I believe.
Right. Yeah, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, so
And ability checks. Okay.
that's a
Okay, but, like-
sorry condition for 5 rounds.
Okay, but like this guy hasn't noticed us yet. Can I just close the door and run away?
He's looking right at you with those eyes like incapable of blinking. How does he not notice you? And then this thing right
Can
here.
I like take a bonus action kind of thing and be like, oh, wrong door, and just close the door?
It depends on your initiative roll, because once the door is opened, they did not have readied actions. You didn't surprise them. They, of course, don't surprise you. You're pretty much expecting to find devils in here, and they've been finding
Well,
all
I mean,
kinds of the living.
Gotta be honest, I was a little bit surprised.
Hey, that's on
That
you.
is
Well, the nat one showed up
insane.
that time.
I was gonna say that was insane that I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20. And did you
I
get
mean,
double
yes.
nat ones?
No, it's not double
No.
nat ones. It's a 1 and a 9. but-
Right,
Wait,
and
we're
it
rolling
shows as
initiative
red,
again?
but it's not the one that we're using.
Mhm.
Yep, we are rolling initiative once again. We're going to trigger a second
Alright, but like,
combat
of
here.
course, now is when Roll20 decides to say my connection to the server has been interrupted and now I have to reload.
Oh, beautiful.
I'll be back in a second, don't worry.
Alrighty. Well, I guess
You
it's my
can
turn for-
assume based on my rolls the initiative's gonna be in single digits.
4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Let's get that. Get you.
Oh my god, something has higher initiative than us.
Well, I may have gotten near that if I didn't roll such a shitty number.
Gotta
I
roll
wouldn't
for
have beat him,
Youngling.
but still.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't do that bad this time.
Okay. Let's bring in. We just banished one of these things. Make sure everybody's in the initiative right here, because we are hitting the ground rolling. So if you are not in, now is the time to roll. I'm not going to try to bog things down with too much animation. My computer is unfortunately rapidly growing out of date once again. Animations are slowing things up. So I will use them sparsely, if at all. But a portal, a brief portal, more of a blink effect of wispy sulfuric smoke, appears on that side to admit this dude. Hello, everybody.
Howdy ho!
And what do we have? Contemplating. Contemplating.
Calculating. Calculating.
Recalculating.
We found your
Recalculating.
number is number 37.
Yeah, let's cast
37.
this. Let's cast this on Xavier right here.
DC 16. What save is it I have to do?
It's an intelligence save. You take 14 psychic damage. And if you fail to save, your intelligence and charisma scores become 1, and you lose the ability to use magic items and cast spells.
Wow.
That sounds like garbage.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty huge effect.
And what was it I needed again? A 16?
16.
I'll use my force point for that.
Okay. 2 dice 6. Don't snake eyes. Come on, at least 2. Otherwise, you gotta use your inspo. No way!
You gotta be fucking joking me.
Alright, I'll use my inspo to take
All
the
right.
19.
Hey, technically it's a 20. Alright, you are
I'm
not
gonna be
feebly
turning
minded.
7 today, aren't I?
As,
But I do take 14 damage, right?
14 psychic, yes. Tries to shatter your intellect and personality.
Reaction, I turn that into fire damage and I take nothing.
Alright. that'll pass it to the next initiative.
Well, we found him.
Ah, son of a!
Oh boy.
Yeah, boy.
Let's see how they like fire. Probably pretty good.
Okay.
You know, ever since I brought in the orange country feat, I haven't seen a single orange in any of the sessions I've played.
We have
Just
seen
now
a number of
realizing
new
that.
foes over the last number of weeks. Not all of our tables have been running into oranges with the same frequency we used to.
I think the last time I saw oranges was when we were passing through the city in Tuesday Crew.
We had the same thing when we were passing through the city, and there was like 200.
Yeah, the
And we
last
just drove
time we
past
actually, well, that was the last time we saw them. I think the last time we actually fought them was the castle.
Make a couple adjustments here real quick. Alright, we're going to point to a spot, which coincidentally happens to be right where Xavier is standing. Okay, last little bit here. Oh, Xavier's got no last name, huh?
Nope.
Kidless Xavier. The portly devil with the multiple chins speaks in common. Your soul has been assigned to me for reclaiming due to your atrocities against the undead god Vecna. Today
You have my
breathe.
soul?
Today you breathe your last. Today you speak your last. Today you feel your last. Make peace while you are still able. There is no escape. We're going to speak harsh language to the tune of 22 psychic damage.
I have no way of defending against that at the moment, so I guess I take 22 psychic.
We will repeat that.
Damn.
I don't think it's 17, or wait. Here's another.
17 would not hit me.
That is correct, but the bad news is we are contractually obligated to kick the fuck out of you, so we will have advantage on all attacks against you and you alone. And we're going to deal an additional 2d8 of psychic damage, considering that you're vulnerable damage for this round. So that 39 becomes 51 points of psychic damage.
And I also take the 22 from the other attack?
Correct.
Okay. I am going to activate my Jester's Mask on the second attack.
Does that take a reaction? Hopefully not.
So that would be 81 damage in total, right?
Oh, I missed your. It does take a reaction then.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so it was 51, 61, 71. Looks like 73 psychic.
Oh, 73. Okay. So that would put me at 21 hit points.
It opens its mighty chins again as if it's going to speak this infernal gibberish at you a third time. But then it looks to Puck and Jax and says in common, "Heal this one. He must feel the full pain for his atrocities. I am not done with him."
About to do this BS.
And we're going to pass it to Xavier's turn.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to chug myself a Supreme Healing Potion. And that is, what is that?
Supreme
That's
is
10 die 4 plus 20?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah, you'll probably get like 45. How about a cult?
Without average,
45. Ooh, even better.
47.
Agent 47.
68 altogether now.
This guy laughs in response to your healing. Good.
And then I am going to... I have a necklace of fireballs, and I have a question about that with my damage changed to radiant right now. That would mean that the fireball would be radiant ball, right?
That is a possibility.
Okay. Then I'm going to toss a bead of fire down the hall far enough that it's going to hit these two
Okay.
with that radiant damage.
Beautiful. And also, oh fuck. They are both under the effects of this spell.
What spell is that? Invulnerability?
We are immune
Wow.
to all damage for the next 10 minutes.
When did that go off?
That's what I was wondering. Holy crap.
They arrived with those sigils on their tokens. They clearly came prepared.
Oh. So they're immune to all damage.
That is... Oh yeah, once you cast your spell and you see the defensive ward come up, your Arcana is sufficient to draw like, holy fuck, they've got invulnerability spells.
Okay then. My move action, I guess. There's stairs back where everybody else is, right?
Correct. It's technically probably like 50 more feet of hallway this way, and then maybe the stairs are like as far back as over here. But yeah, it's pretty much a straight shot to the stairs.
Alright, if I can't do anything to them right now and they're targeting me, I'm going to run the fuck down that hallway as fast as I can.
Alright.
Do you actually tell the rest of us that they're invulnerable to all damage?
Yeah, he'll yell that. He's like, oh shit, they can't be hurt. And he runs.
There is no escape for you. Run as fast as you can. It will make this all the more delightful.
I'm looking for my necklace of fireballs so I can take that one off.
Alright. And I guess let's use the flight marker on your token to indicate how many more feet west off of the map you are instead of how many feet high you are. That way you can keep your
that sounds
token
good.
on the map, but we still have some gauge on where you are. And Ballard, over to your turn.
Quick question. Does anybody know the rules on carrying people? No particular reason?
Just want to remind everyone of the time-sensitive, unstable magic event occurring below your feet that you each feel is going to be quite important, and that many of you feel you can directly interact There is a lot going on here at once, but let's not lose sight of everything that's happening.
I'm just gonna look at Priyu, Puck, and Jax and just say, stop them from getting to him. And I'm just gonna take off inside. Do they look like they are under the same effects as the guys down here or not?
There's really no evidence that they even have an invulnerability spell until that fireball impacted them, and you just kind of see it do nothing at all. So these guys could be, they could not be, but our quality of life, they also don't have any icons on their tokens, so they're probably fair game for damage.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying not to metagame in that
Sure.
for the tokens and stuff like that. Yeah.
I hear you.
Regardless, Ballard would rage as a bonus action and run up to this guy and start smashing on him.
Ballard smash!
It was low on the fire damage, but I mean, that doesn't really matter.
Exactly. Yeah, if these things are all fiends, they're going to be immune to
I figured it
any
was
fire damage that's dealt. Let's just
That's
double
still
check
fucking
that. Yeah, we
39
are
damage.
the Automata Devil. So yes, we are immune to fire. Do we have any reactions? Nope. Nope. 39 it is. And let's watch that health bar go boonk.
And then second attack.
Wait. When did you get a second attack?
The campaign ago.
37.
That is
Ouch.
going to be 37.
37.
Hey,
Army
Can I
training!
get a free another attack for rolling 37?
That could be next campaign. That'll be Shag's unique ability. If he ever does 37 damage, he gets a free extra attack.
Oh, darn.
No, realistically, that is the end of my turn, though, so go ahead.
Alright. Let's proceed to the next initiative. And that would be Priyu.
Reminder that invulnerability lasts for 100 rounds, so you're gonna want to find a way.
Anybody got a wall of
Yeah, and
force?
it's not.
Yep,
I
coming up.
actually have a wall of wind and a wall of fire and a wall of water, which could hesitate them.
Any kind of wall effect could be handy here. The ceiling is 25 feet high. The hallway is 20 feet wide. So any of our walls may give us a pretty good enclosure here. It's really a matter of what they might be able to do against it.
We don't know how long this has been affected on them, but
We don't. It's at least inside of the 10-minute duration.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know. It's your turn.
Step inside the room and close the door.
Oh, damn.
Oh God! I told you to freaking protect Xavier.
Hey, the
Who's
lock
got
for
all but who's gonna protect you?
the lock for this door
You
is
have
on this
seen
side.
time
If you
and
want
time
to.
Again, I don't give a fuck. I will go into a bloodbath pool or pool bloodbath. Like I don't care.
But we're friends, Ballard, and I'm gonna help keep you safe.
The friend who, in time and time again, has had to heal you because you've come to help him. Got you.
So no one told
Listen,
you
I
life
never
was
said I
gonna
was-
be this way.
Clap, 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 clap. Listen, I never said I was smart. Quick question: does that count as my entire turn to close
no.
the door?
Oh
okay.
no, that's your free
'Cause I
object
know that's
interaction.
That would be
Okay.
a free object. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that wasn't like a
I
bonus
should have
action
used
or
my free
something.
object
No.
interaction to close the door behind me.
You can bonus action lock the door for whatever reason you want to trap your companions out there with these nasty guys, but otherwise you still have whatever movement and the rest of your turn.
All right, let's. I'm going to come up here, use the rest of my movement to move up here. Oh, I see another door. Fun. But I'm not going to do anything about that because there are people in the way. So I'm
Get
going to.
behind me.
Yeah, that door's already open too. To a blood-stained
I wanna help.
hallway. That's nice. What everybody wants to see.
Get behind me. The horse is not for petting.
Not with that attitude. I am going to. Where is the spell I'm looking for? There it is. Okay, it just wasn't on my main page.
Something happens with the power in this facility, and just like that,
The fuck?
it's pretty bright.
Uh,
All the lights turn on, the computer consoles start flashing, reboot. There's a lot of lights flashing, computer noises.
How
vote
is,
that I poke one of their eyes. I vote that I poke one of their eyes out as a reaction and say, "Ooh, what happened to the lights? You guys must have been blinded from it."
blinded by the light.
Ah, yes. So it is still your turn. It is a bit disorienting as the lights come on, but the devils don't appear as disoriented. It seems that they've probably already experienced this, possibly. The power is definitely
Okay.
on the fritz. Ah, the starburst. Oh, delicious candy.
I was
I'll
trying
get
to
some of
cast it and I clicked it and it just wasn't casting. So
those. Did you just roll 666? What the fuck?
Yeah.
She did.
The hell is the matter with you?
Oh my
I
god.
was gonna mention that.
Good gracious.
That's a hell of a roll set.
Yeah, exactly. No joke. Is it
guess
this? Is it the one that Ballard's fighting, or the demented
Yeah, which
horse-looking
one?
guy?
the demented horse.
Okay, the Aerobus
My husband
devil.
says that since I rolled 666 against a demon, something special should happen.
The guy targeting me changes targets for Freyu instead now.
Priyu has willfully failed any saving throw of resistance and joined the devil's side here. And gains free access to the Chain Lightning spell once per day. What's even nastier is we have constant Chain Lightning, so this thing, when it gets its turn, expect things to get a little shocking. Positively shocking.
I want that spell.
Yeah, you do. Whoa, man! Who turned up the volume on this thing's frickin' saving throws? At least Charisma's not one that we're prof in. But of course, we're gonna roll double over 20s with a 17 and a 19 there, so... Starburst, is that half or is that all or none? That is all or none.
But is it the pink starburst?
And I hope so. I want candy, bubblegum and taffy. Step to the sweet shop, I'm a sweet high son, who's got a pen to serve, so I'm a sugar daddy. I got a sugar tooth. Alright, is that it for Priyu?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Let's check in with Puck, who's got a newly equipped rocket launcher, and you had a nice line of sight on those guys till Priyu
Use
closed the
it.
door.
Use it.
Oh, you
Use it.
I know. I was like so upset when we closed the door. Anyway, would anyone be opposed to opening it back up so I can use the rocket launcher on it, or?
You can do it.
Do it if you want to.
Right, you
Yeah.
can certainly float up, open it,
By
and
all
shoot inside
means.
there.
You just want to be able to close it without a bonus action, but you can open it for a free action.
Exactly.
Yeah. Can I fly up like 5 feet in the air and then go open the door and then attack it, or is that a no can do?
That is absolutely, you can do it.
Yeah.
But
Just
when
gotta-
you do, you have to say, prepare for trouble and make it double. Oh wait, what? Team Rocket blasts off again.
Hey, that's
Uh.
the wrong one, man.
And you can open the door just by clicking on it. There you go. And then these things are well within your line of sight. You can certainly kind of like angle it over here so that it only hits them and not your companions. And then you're going to roll 8 dice 6. Well, wait a second. Wait a second. You guys should probably advise her against this because this is fire damage from these rockets. And as excited as we are, these are devils and they live in a literal place of fire, i.e. this is just going to probably char up the landscape.
Okay.
If we had a way
Let
to
me see
convert it
what
to
else.
like ice damage, that would be ideal.
Yeah, I don't think I have that. Let me double check though.
Right. Yeah, that's Xavier's primary ability, but he's already heading off to the west, and you guys can very faintly hear...
Little pig, little pig.
Ice
Let
knife,
me
which
the ice knife.
yeah.
That gives you I think a little... Okay, within 5 feet. So unfortunately, they're not close enough to hit both of them, but you could hit this guy right out here.
They would still do the splash damage to him as well.
That one specifically, yes.
Yeah, that
So,
one specifically.
I
yeah,
need
no,
to
I'm
roll
not talking
my
like the other one as well.
dex save.
Just
Of
the
course,
same
we're
one.
going to make the dex save.
It's still half on the original damage though. So.
Correct. Hit or well, I think we take the.
Oh yeah, no, the
Or
original
no, you have
damage,
to roll a ranged spell attack. That's right.
yeah,
Ice
the
knife.
original damage is a spell attack, and then the dex save is for the second damage for half.
Right, and ice knife always fails to populate.
Oh no, it's or
an
two.
attack
Okay,
roll.
So it's all or nothing. Yeah.
So let me fix your ice knife here real quick. Okay, give that a try again. We're just really checking to see if it rolls correct. Perfect. And 19 is my armor class exactly. And look at that, you did a little extra damage right there. So this is going to hit. We're going to take all the piercing damage, and then we've made the save, so we take none of the cold damage. So yeah, we'll take the 4 and get the tracker moving on this thing. That is a hefty bunch of devilish hit points right there. This thing is not going to go down easily, you expect.
Darn. Okay. Would I be able to duck just like one space below the door in case it comes after me somehow, and since I'm in that line, and then end my turn?
You can, if you so wish. I don't know if you're at all uncomfortable about standing so close to these guys. They do seem to have eyes only for Xavier, but you would be placing yourself closer, whereas you probably also have enough movement to like skip up here if you wanted.
That's what I was gonna do.
So those guys are just like not sure about. Kind of feel concerned about these guys since they're like immobile to all damage.
You're not concerned about that. Wow. Raul is a lot braver than I gave her credit for.
I said I am concerned.
Oh, my misunderstanding. Okay, we're gonna pass it to the
Well, I can't
automaton.
kill him anyway.
Devil.
Ugh.
We got ourselves a Ballard to contest against.
Yes, you love contesting against Ballard.
Yeah, we'll play around with this next time around. This will be the first time any of you start your turn within 10 feet of it. In fact, just to get that out of the way, let's do what we did last time and have both Priyu and Ballard roll their saving throws now. Of course, the effects...
Wait, what kind of saving throw?
It's a wisdom save versus fright, but the effects will not take place until your turn. So even if you fail it, I don't get advantage on my attacks against you until your turn when it takes effect.
DC
Okay.
16. Yeah, I'm fine.
Correct. while we wait for that. So
And
both
it
of you made
says If
that.
it's successful, I can't be affected by that specific aura.
Correct.
Again, or from that
Correct.
devil's sphere aura again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
he's not scary. He's
individually
cute.
Yeah, he's a cute little one because he thinks he's big and strong, but he can't even touch me.
We're going to start with one of these.
At will? Oh my god.
Go with the non-animated version. They're so tempting. That'll be the next big thing I save up for. New computer.
Really, you're bringing back Cloud Kill?
Yeah, we're gonna drop a cloud kill right up in here.
I'm about to fucking suplex this guy into the great. Oh, there's a Cloud Kill here.
And drop it right here, and then this one is gonna cast a summon spiral staircase right here and prevent you from ever getting closer to it, because that's how these things work.
So I should just stay in the hallway and not like run after anyone. Right?
Sure. Okay, so that is our action. That's all we can do. When you start your turn there, con saves, poison damage, blah, blah, blah. It starts moving away at the start of each turn. It is going to move away from us to the west, down the passage that you came in from, slowly but surely. You're affected even if you hold your breath or don't need to breathe. They are heavier than air, so they sink to the lowest level of the land. It is a 20-foot radius, and it is a 25-foot high ceiling in here. So for those of you who can fly, there is just enough of a gap for you to allow this thing to kind of roll right underneath you.
Freya, who is immune to all poison damage of any form, is like
Awesome.
Like you just chucked a fat vape cloud at me or something. I'm just like,
Ballard is
oh
resistant
God.
to poison, so this
Nice.
is,
It's an acquired taste, but I'm okay with it.
We are probably the two best people that could have been in this room right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, we had no idea of that. We're not the devils that are here after Xavier. We're the devils that showed up here because of the portal that is opened up below. Two different groups of devils here for two very different reasons who came here by two different means.
Of course, we are unaware inside of game how the other devils came to be or why they're here. But
Correct. And even out of game, I mean, we can certainly extrapolate based on what we know out of game, but we only knew out of game that Vecna was making deals with demons. We didn't know he also had deals.
And that he mentioned the people of the souls that he already
Exactly.
had,
We didn't know he also had deals with devils as
Daniel.
well, but apparently he does.
Exactly.
Yes.
Daniel, that
Yes.
contractually obligated says if I'm under an infernal contract, which I'm not.
Yes, you are. Your name is
Okay.
signed to the contract, whether you remember the event that entailed it or not. Remember, that whole time period is vacant for you.
Okay.
That was when Sogus had his staff.
That is correct.
Or not when he had his staff, but when he was pulled into the book and stuff.
Right. You might be a little close to your mic there. You're starting off a little booming, and then you kind of average out to a normal volume there. Just be advised. But the horse devil is going to step forward, and we're going to burn all of these right now because I'm likely to forget about them. I get 4 attacks, and I'm going to do this for 3 of them, so I'm going to have advantage on 3 of these attacks. We've got this going for us, which is nice. Look at all these things that it has constant. That's crazy.
The hell is this BS?
Yeah, this is a CR14 devil right here. This could be a boss in its own right against you guys on a normal adventuring day, so this is one of the tougher devils that has filtered through the portal to this realm. But let's start off. We're
squishy,
going to
though.
divide attacks. We're going to do attacks 1 and 2 on Ballard. Those will have advantage, and then attacks 3 and 4 on Priyu. The first of those will have advantage.
So you're using all knowing right now?
Correct, yeah, we're
All
using
the
knowing.
charges,
Yeah, all 3 charges.
Gotcha.
So that's a 31 to hit Ballard and a 22 to hit Ballard, even with advantage, that second
22
one.
Yeah, 22
Yeah.
misses, but the first one hits.
No good, alright.
That Constitution, do I need to roll for that first attack?
Yes,
that's
indeed.
linked to?
Yeah, that's a heinous one if you fail it, because you can't regain hit points and you take continuous poison damage.
Well, good thing I don't fail it.
Do you have advantage? Because that's a natural 1. No, it's not. It's a
I do
17.
have advantage on Constitution.
Oh,
yes.
beautiful. Alright then, so yeah, you're good on that. Just 15 piercing. And then flail with advantage on Priyu. 32 to hit for good gracious bodacious. I think that's 37 points of damage. And then the stomp to finally finish on Priyu here. A 24 for another 15. As these devils did not come to mess around. Ouch, 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 ouch. Jax finally getting one of our heavy hitters into the turn order here.
Wait, so that was 37 and then 15 afterwards?
Yeah, it looks like 52 damage total.
Ow.
I was gonna
Oh,
say you might want to help.
he does have
Savior.
one. I was just kind of talking, but all right.
I figured Jax would have something like that.
Let's see.
Alright, so yeah, he's gonna arrange it so that it blocks the entire passage for them.
Nice.
Okay, let's check.
You can also make it into a sphere around them if you wanted to.
another
Yeah.
dimension.
But they're possibly not the only demons here for you. So
Well, it's actually safer to do it by the sphere, but let me see. With the radius up to 10 feet.
That would
Yeah.
enclose them both.
Right, then let's do that.
Okay.
this brings back not good memories from when B. Ross died in the Lich Chamber.
Oh. Bonk. The devils both look at each other, then they look at Jax, and they start laughing. That's really
They
all
have
they can
counter-
do. It's
they
really
have
all they can do is a
counterspells.
free action.
They have dispel magic, don't they?
Or disintegrate.
I was gonna say the spell doesn't do anything against it.
Yeah, they probably have disintegrate. Alright, so then Jax will so he can see inside and he knows it's cloud kill, so and it's gonna filter out here. So he says, that cloud is coming out. That will be very poisonous. He says, you need to get out of its way. And then he flies up, I guess, 25?
That would get you to the ceiling, yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess move over here one and
He kind of cramped against the ceiling because he's like 6. He's like
Yeah,
7
exactly,
feet tall.
because he's so big, he's got to fly horizontally and, like, kind of be facing the ceiling, like, almost holding onto the rafters so that this thing has enough room to pass underneath his giant ass.
yeah. Well, he'll do it the other way around. He'll like kind of like face down. All right. Yeah. So that's the action. That's the move. Does he have anything for bonus? Let me see. I don't think he does. Nope. Okay. So that's it. He ends his turn.
All right. That's over to Rala's turn, and the GM is not forgetting anything here. You can rest assured that these devils, while heinously OP, do not have legendary actions. Rala, your turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take flight for a bit. About, like, up to the ceiling at least.
Very good.
So let's move. Yeah, I practically move. Huh. Since I practically used up all my movement speed, I think I might just have to end my thing here.
What is your movement?
Up. There we go. That's better.
So yeah, that's just a move right there. You can still use any action available to you.
Not sure what I can use, honestly.
Well,
Mind Silver's always been a tried and true. Psychic damage is one that few things can resist. Not sure what more advanced spells you have access to, but I have gotten used to that one. I think it's psychic damage.
See
Mine's
this,
literally
right?
psychic,
I can
yeah.
see this thing, can I?
The Aerobus Devil, the demented horse-looking one, absolutely.
Cloud Kill is heavily obscured though, right?
Yeah.
Was it? Because I checked
I
over it.
believe
Yeah.
so, yeah.
In
I
the
can
spell.
check. Go ahead and continue.
It
with
is heavily
In the
obscured,
spell.
yeah.
It is,
So,
okay, yeah.
let's see. Let's back it up to... Yeah, these things would have been out of his line of sight at the start of his turn before the cloud kill ever came up. So yeah, basically you're just aware that there is some kind of conflict going on in there, but you're not certain exactly where anybody is.
Yeah, I figured as much, hence why I was about to end my turn.
Gotcha, my bad. Yeah, that would be more appropriate like that.
Yeah.
what kind of potion does Youngling have in them again?
That's a
A
supreme healing
Supreme,
potion.
yeah. As for me, and that is the Supreme.
Yeah.
Okay. Shouldn't it have gone a few rounds ago? It's got an 11.18 compared.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
why
yeah.
it's offset like that. So yeah, I guess
it's
I'm.
down at the bottom initiative for whatever reason.
Yeah, very weird. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, technically we should have gone just before the Devils, but Rala can finish your turn there. Yeah, we are not particularly concerned about poison. So we're going to move and then action dash. And look at that, that's exactly 60 feet to get over here. Appears that Youngling can navigate through all of this just fine. And we're going to get Priyu 46 HP there.
I wouldn't use this action for it.
Thank you, youngling.
I had to use my action for the dash.
Ah, my bad.
Can I just give it like a gentle pat on the head as a thank you?
It touches
Put
you
you
with one of
at-
its metallic limbs right there, but anything for Rala?
You're at 55.
You said 42, right?
46.
Okay.
Anything for Rala?
And my turn, since I can't do really anything much here, so.
Gotcha, gotcha. let's trace it over to Levlar for your turn.
I don't want to get in eyesight of anything that's going on. Can I like move in front of Xavier and like shield him and take the dodge action as well, or like try to protect him in any way?
Well, Xavier's halfway up the stairs to go.
Oh,
back up,
okay.
so-
It looks like
Not
it.
yet. I'm literally right there still. That was the end
I
of my
thought you were
30
already
feet
up there.
movement.
My bad.
I mean, that
So
could
then,
try
yes,
and
he is
greater
right
its
next to you.
visibility, but not sure how well that much would do against demons from hell.
The lights turn off again. I mean, you're certainly able to place yourself in the hallway right there. You can ready an action to try and like grapple somebody who tries to move past you, maybe impede their progress. But it's one of you, it's two of them, and it's a 20-foot wide hallway. So even if you ready an action to grab somebody who passes you, if they're cognizant enough of what you're trying to do, they might take the long way and not even go through your threatened space. So you're kind of limited on your options here.
I mean, if you just like step like 1 foot in front of you, you can do that and just like be around the space that Xavier's at.
Right. Like it's possible, it's
But, I
just
mean, that would
not.
be the best part.
It's not
My bad.
optimal. Like it's if the hallway was half the size it is right now, like they have to go past you. But considering it's 20 feet wide, depending on their movement speed, the terrain is kind of more on their side.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't want to get in eyesight of any of this. Can I ready an action though to cast banishment if any demons get within 30, 40, how much? 40 feet?
That's fine.
The only
Cool.
issue is you'll lose your spell even if it doesn't happen.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yep. Other than that, that's the end of my turn. I don't have anything.
Did you want to move at all, or are you going to stay in that spot?
I'm gonna stay. Like I said, not getting an eyesight of
Sure.
any of this. I will get
Okay.
one shot. I know it.
Ark, over to your turn.
Alright then, Ark's gonna fly up to the ceiling as well and join Rala right there for the time being.
How about everybody talk about the bird?
Yep.
You need to clear up a soundbite so I can put in the peanut butter jelly time song.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you go.
Alright. Yep, that will be it.
Okay, we'll start off the round here, and oh dear, whatever will we do? No.
3, 2, 1.
Boom, 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 boom. Wait, that's the wrong spell. Wall of Force, let's just double check, make sure we're not making a fool out of ourselves, because that happens. If it cuts through a creature space, well, that's a good thing that didn't happen. It's immune to all damage, can't be dispelled. Let's check our scrolls. Anybody got Disintegrate? Fuck! No? Alright. Shit.
I feel like this internal dialogue you're having is them conversing
Yes.
with each other.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, like they're breaking out their book of scrolls. It's almost kind of comedic as they're like looking to each other. Like clearly they're like, we can get out of here, but they're still kind of like, how do we do it? We haven't quite figured out. Will this work? Yes, I think it will. Let's let's step at it. Let's step out for a while. Let's bring this back right there. Not sure
So they've
why.
just vanished from existence?
Oh yeah, we just
No,
left. We're gone.
They just jumped to a different plane.
Yeah, we're gonna step out for a while. Not sure why the health bar
Random
is still
spot in a different
visible right
plane.
over here, but yeah, we're just gonna tote them off of the map exterior for the next little bit. And it's over to Xavier's turn.
Okay. This is going to be a strange thing to ask, but how many square feet is this complex?
I don't know that you would necessarily know that without exploring it.
I get what you're saying. I'm
Unless the
just
spell
wondering.
identifies it as such.
Well, what it does is it covers a 40,000 square foot area.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking of using Wish to cast Forbiddance.
Sure.
And specifically block. What are they? Fiends. Forbiddance creates a ward against magical travel, protects up to 40,000 square feet of floor space to a height of 30 feet above the floor for the duration, which is 24 hours or 1 day. Creatures can't teleport into the area or use portals such as those created by the Gate spell or enter. Spell proofs the area against planar travel and therefore prevents creatures from accessing the area by way of astral plane, ethereal, Feywild, Shadowfell, or the plane shift spell. In addition, spell damages types of creatures that I choose when I cast it. Choose one or more of the following: Celestials and Elementals, Fey, Fiend, and Undead. And when chosen, when a chosen creature enters the spell's area for the first time, or on a turn it starts its turn there, creature takes 5d10 radiant or necrotic damage. I would choose radiant, of course. When the spell is cast, I can designate a password, which I wouldn't do.
Oh, yeah.
So basically,
I'm quite familiar with this. It's what we did on Monday night to stymie the orange invasion to the community. What I can say is you can cast it and affect the 40,000 square feet around you. Whether that will encompass the entirety of the complex is a find out in-game.
Okay. And I know that the stairwell is only about 50 feet down from me, right? Like 50 feet to the left of me?
Correct.
Okay, so I will cast it so that the edge of the squares starts at that stairwell, like at the edge of the stairwell, covering the stairs and everything.
Is it covering the stairs all the way up to the surface?
I don't know how high that was.
That was probably about 80 feet.
Can I do that? I guess it's a floor surface.
I mean, 40,000 square feet gives you some wiggle room. 80 feet is certainly something you could accommodate on that part of it. It's just maybe 80 feet less on the other side.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. Good to
so
know.
I'll wish to cast Forbiddance and hit as much as I can, targeting all fiends in the area. And that brings me down to 1 wish left.
Okay. Alright. And any movement?
Yep. I will move back up and peek around the corner at the ones that are under the wall of force and see that they're not there. Oh, let me switch to the right marker here.
You know, Ballard, you can rest comfortably in the fact that I guess I have forgotten that I also have 3 wishes.
I'm also climbing up the wall and onto the ceiling. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I somehow feel more worried that you have 3 wishes.
Wish for knees, legs, and opposable thumbs.
I have opposable thumbs, thank you.
But now you have knees and legs as well.
Who wants knees? Ugh.
Oh, and as my bonus action, I will drink a greater potion of healing. So that is 8d4 plus...
Greater is 4d4 plus 4.
4d4, okay. $13 more hit points.
Oh, wait a second. The Forbiddance specifies 40,000 square feet of floor space to a height of 30 feet above the floor.
That's why I was asking, am I allowed to do it up the stairs?
Well, yeah, I mean, you were reading the specs more than I was retaining the 40,000 words that is part of the spell. Let's see, okay. Alright. Oh! I think I may have found a flaw.
What's that?
Let's check. Okay.
Rules as intended flaw or rules as written flaw?
Oh, okay. I am incorrect. Yeah, the wish does circumvent the 10-minute casting time.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about the components. I knew the wish would take care of that, but I thought it just gave you the ability to cast the spell, not necessarily bypass that. Okay. So there's that. Yep, that's fine. That's irrelevant. All right. So that movement and over to Ballard's turn.
Well, finally, I get to knock some more heads in. That's on the dude right in front of me.
Staying with the same. Okay, we'll take it. That hurts.
And then again on him.
Mm-hmm. That hurts worse. But somehow we gain a lot of hit points. There we go.
I will not stand for this baloney.
Baloney. It's baloney of healing.
And then as my bonus action grappling Fiendish attack, I'll attack the horse.
Okay. Did you roll your con save against the cloud kill?
I didn't think I did, but let me go ahead and roll. Let me go ahead and check. That was the third attack. What the fuck?
Wow.
I'll deal with that in a moment. Put that on pause. Let me roll the Constitution save first.
16 is the DC. Poison damage is 22. You made the save, so it's 11. You're resistant, so it's 5.
Y'all over here like, no, we don't have time to unpack all that. Hang on.
Oh yeah, hey, I'm gonna I smell some burnt potatoes, man. And I'm gonna use an inspiration to completely re-roll that BS. Because that was bullshit. Yeah, that's what.
It would have been funny as heck
And
if
also,
you
I
rolled
don't
two
know
more nat ones.
how the nat one went through when
All right.
when I can't roll ones. But okay.
There we go. We will take all
And
of
then-
that, and that's sufficient to banish that
Well,
devil.
That wasn't to him though. That
What?
was to the horse. That was to the horse. I said that was to the horse guy.
Why the fuck are you keeping me alive?
Because I wanted to do this. I wanted to try to blind this motherfucker. And that would be just plus my Constitution. 18.
Let's see here. Yeah, looks like we failed it.
Alright, cool. So it's blinded until the end of its next turn.
Oh no! Alright.
Look, I only get to use it once per rage. It's my level 3 ability. I haven't used it once, okay? I wanted to use it.
Money! Alright, Priyu, over
That
to you.
was the end, yeah.
If you're immune to poison, then you're all good here.
I am, in fact, immune to poison and all poison effects. I have Hang on, my husband was asking me a question. No, I do not heal from poison. I'm gonna do ice knife.
The ice knife. You may be at
And
disadvantage on your attack due to having a dude right up on you here.
That and the cloud.
And just like with Kayla, it did not populate the ice knife correctly. It just seems to think it automatically does damage, which that is not the case.
okay, so how do you want? Okay, you're gonna.
He's
Got it.
fixing it right now. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, give that another roll.
There we go.
There you go, and you got another damage out of it.
All right. Who is the target, though?
The one who is not blind.
Okay.
Also, and I
Well,
believe
that
this
is
would be at
good because a
disadvantage.
17 will hit that one, whereas it would miss the other one. And then we're going to check our dex save against the cold. We're going to fail that dex save. That is going to deal most of its remaining HP. And
And that
that
would be
dex
a
save
dex save
from
for
the
the
other
horse as well,
guy.
yeah.
That we're going to make, and then Ballard also needs to roll a dex save.
A barbarian rolling a dex save. I sure hope I make this. I jinxed myself, motherfucker. I'm gonna go ahead and use a force point.
Alright, yeah, the cold is all or nothing, so Horse will make it, Ballard will make it, and the guy who got hit is the only one that fails it, so that is that. Anything else for your turn?
Not this time, no.
Alright. And Puck, it is your turn.
Hooray! So, I'm gonna move back to the doorway, and because it's poisonous gas, do I need to make a Constitution throw?
As long as you don't go into it, you're fine, but you do sense that it's about to push itself here out into the hallway. I think Jax also called attention to that, so after your turn, you may want to fly up to the ceiling with everybody else so that it rolls underneath you.
Sounds good. So I want to attack whichever one is not blind with ice knife.
Reminder, I don't know if she's able to with the heavy excrement.
Yeah, she's basically throwing blind here. She thinks that she knows where it is. Thankfully, it hasn't moved from its spot, so we can realistically say, yeah, she can throw it right there. It's, of course, going to be a disadvantage because she can't technically see it there, but you're free to roll the attack. That will hit. Oh, wait, disadvantage. That's right, my
Okay,
bad.
I was gonna
That's
say if
right.
you rolled anything under a 10, Ballard was just gonna shout out, "Son of a," and just as you throw the ice knife and it lands.
Now, Kayla, do you want to use your weekly inspiration? That'll default it to the first roll, so we would use the 20.
Sure, we could do that.
Okay, well, good news is that this thing doesn't need to roll its dexterity save because it only had 8 hit points left, so that will just banish that one. Ballard and the horse need to roll dex saves against that 8 cold damage. I got a nat 1, so I'll take all of that. And you made the dex save there, so you take nothing. You're not sure, but you think you hit it and banished it. You heard a devilish squeal, and yeah, you think you got it.
Would the
Did that
cloud
one
kill
catch
disappear
up?
now that that one's gone?
Yeah.
Am I free to move up to the ceiling now with my flight?
Yes, indeed.
And the ceiling's
Alrighty,
25 feet. Yeah.
then I'm gonna go 25 feet in the air.
All right. gets a little easier to breathe in here as well. And yeah, fortunately that cloud looks like it will not be rolling out here, but the ceiling is still a good place to be. Just a reminder, if you guys are unfamiliar with your character tokens, if you do a click on it and then click on that little circle that opens up beneath, that is your icons menu. I do encourage you to get used to those effects, especially the ones you make the most use of. Those little 3 to 5 second time savers on my behalf, once you guys get comfortable with using those add up to a lot more shared game time overall.
And reminder that there is a search bar for it now.
Yes, indeed. Some
Even
of them you
easier.
can just search by definition.
Yeah,
Oops.
some of them have weird names that we don't use for them, but yeah.
My bad, it's Youngling's turn. I thought we were still back over there by Lovelar, but we are not.
And for safekeeping, Ballard does keep his potions on his belt outside, so Youngling's easily able to
Refill?
grab them. Yeah. There
What?
would be a supreme potion of healing again out on the
Okay.
edge for her.
We will take that, and then we will scatter back out here and mount ourselves to the side of the wall about 10 feet high. Like so. And then since it is my initiative for the next few bits here, I will ask for your patience here while I go handle a gardening refill.
You know, usually by now I'd be on my fifth weenie smoothie. You know how many I've had so far?
Zero.
Did you want me to do my forbiddance damage for any of the fiendish people that are in it?
Are you asking me if I want to take damage? I mean, if I have the option, absolutely not.
All fiends that are within the range of that spell are taking 23 damage.
Is that willingly or is that consently?
It is not consensual, it just happens because now the entire place is pretty much a no fiend area. And they can't teleport. Well, technically no one can teleport. Which I'm assuming is going to really confuse those two guys when they try to plane shift back and can't.
All I know is Balber's just gonna start running circles while he's waiting for Daniel to come back.
Oh, dude. I hope everything is okay, Baoshi.
What's going on?
Baoshi had a small emergency come up and figured since it's almost the end of the session, he won't be back. He doesn't think. He has to go, but was fun. See you in 2 weeks.
Gotcha. Yeah, looks like he already stepped out, so yes, hope all goes well there. Alright, so let's bring on a bad joke here to start things off. Did you guys know Soulja Boy's not a soldier? Dr. Dre's not a doctor.
Yeah.
And Adele's not even a computer. But
Bauer decided to take a jog while you were home.
Thanks. All right, so 23. Well, this one's already gone, so I don't need to do that. The damage is
Not the big surprise.
damage is automatic, right? There's no save.
No save. Automatic
Okay.
damage.
So yeah, we'll take that. We will blindly lash out at where Priyu was, hoping that she's still there. We will. Ooh, what is this? Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's a 1 minute casting time. Never mind. I'm just gonna.
Just starts launching fireballs everywhere.
Yeah, nobody gets to take a turn again. I'm just gonna constantly just start throwing fireballs.
He's got the Gatling fireball one.
Yeah, we do. No, let's stick with our attacks here. We're gonna reverse the order. We're gonna do the first two on Priyu, the second two on Ballard. Hopefully you're all still in the same space. Turns out you are. Do we have blind sight? No. I don't think true sight counters blindness. Whatever. First two attacks, disadvantage. Well, it's a good thing. That means it's a 29 to hit Priyu instead of a natural 20, and then natural 1 to hit Priyu. So you take 19 damage. Also a con save. Or wait, you can't become poisoned, so you're good. And then two attacks on Ballard. 28 and 15. So, damn. That is still 38 points of damage on Ballard there. Thankfully, you can resist some of it. Correct, yeah. Disadvantage on the first one. Disadvantage on all of them.
Oh, I don't know why my brain was thinking I had advantage when it was getting the 28 or whatever.
No, we're blind,
Anyways,
so disadvantage on everything. So we hit each of you once.
21, yeah.
Yep, indeed. And let's check in with Jax over here.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna maintain the concentration because he doesn't know that they're not there. Oh, actually, he saw them cast the plane shift spell, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess he'll drop the concentration. So he doesn't have to deal with that. Let's see. He can move down. Okay, so yeah. So he's gonna drop down 25 and then move 5 as an action. Sorry, as his movement, and then he's gonna action dash. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And since that, yeah, no, that's it. Can't do anything else. Okay, end turn.
Okay. That's Rala, your turn.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah. And then. Oh, whoops, wrong one. And cast mine silver on the guy.
Okay.
Well, the question is, will it work?
Let's see. Is it a charisma save? Intelligence save.
Intelligence.
Wow, we failed by 1. Make sure to note the text play addition here at the start of Rala's turn, just above your mind sliver.
Right as she felt that, she didn't just start. We need to get to the bottom now. He says as she heads off over here.
And looks like Levlar's spell will go unused, unfortunately. There's nothing to banish because they left. Make sure to check his character sheet real quick. What the fuck? I don't even see that he has banishment on here. That's a question for another time. Because, yeah, I can't mark it off if I don't see it here. Very strange. Alright, let's pass it over to Ark for our final turn of the evening.
Ark.
You might be slipping
Really
off your
hyper-focused
push
on
to
something.
talk there. We're losing you.
Sorry.
All good.
Ark seeing Rollin in such a big hurry, he goes over to rush to her to keep her for safety. And that would be the end of his turn.
Well, very, very good. Let's get that initiative copied over. 1 second, though. Let me reappear our bad guys there with the top slots so that we can get everything copied appropriately.
Oh, sure, bring them in there, just tease them back into my eyesight.
Oh yeah, they have come to fulfill a task, and they are gonna try their darndest too. We're gonna try our darndest. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No hiding the fact. We are going to try to do our best to remove 4 characters
At
from
least
the
I get
field
a
of
sneak
play.
peek on what's to happen to Silkus on Sunday. On Tuesday, at least.
They don't all
Well,
have
we
the
hope-
same, but they are all different devils and demons. Some of our most powerful demon and devil lords. If you caught last Thursday, Genzo drew Demogorgon himself. So we got some powerful things in the field of play, and Demogorgon spent 3 rounds, power word pain, power word stun, power word kill, just toying with Genzo. And yeah, these things are here, and it's getting very real as we approach one of the darkest sections of the Coalescence Act 5. It's altogether a pretty dark chapter, but this is going to be one of the darkest moments of it right before we go into our 1-month community break. Reminder / heads up if you've not noticed it or seen it so far. Session 22 will be our final session before 1 month off in July. Tonight was session 20. So we are right there, friends. 2 sessions to go. We've got Devils and Demons hunting in 4 different tables. We've got Coalescence Nexus events at all 6 tables. And we've got another major revelation at all of our tables yet to come in that same respect. So stay tuned, friends. It's going to be a busy month as we proceed with a lot more RU gaming, and as you know, as always, there is no RU without you. Much love all. Have a good one.
Everyone.
Good night.
See ya, y'all.
Yeah, let's hope that I don't actually have to run away from those demons for too long.
You start playing that soundbite, Daniel, and I will mute your soundboard again.
What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm not a very good fighter, but I'm a pretty good runner, a sprinter. Do I have to tell you one more time? My way of life's been redefined. That's all for now.